Someone make it make sense.
Probably a couple.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Come on in. The water's fine. Help yourself to a cough drop or 2 or 5 if you feel so inclined. Shout out to Too Fast, aka Chipmunk Feet. Shout out to Flash. Shout out to Donna Salamander. By the way, if your last name is actually Salamander, that is amazing, and I love that. Flash is saying it's National Chicken Wing Day. Is that for real? I feel like that is a day that also celebrates you, my friend, because as we all know, Flash loves fried chicken. Woo! So there you go. Oh, you know what I have to do, guys? You know what I have to do? I have to send Twiz his special text. Hold on, guys. What's up with me and these cough drops? You know, the thing about the cough drops is this. So I had, some of you guys may have not been here yet. At the beginning of the year, like in January, I got laryngitis really bad and I lost my voice completely for like 2 weeks. And I wasn't like sick or anything. I just like completely lost my voice. And so when I was able to finally utter like raspy sounds and go live again, you know, it was pretty rough sounding, I'm sure, for anyone who was listening. But I had the cough drops initially because I thought it would, like, you know, wishful thinking, right, miraculously bring my voice back. It didn't. But I got this huge bag from Target, and basically there's like a bazillion cough drops. And of course I didn't use them all. And like one day, I think we were doing Twin Flames, pretty sure. I was like, I've got all these cough drops sitting over here. Maybe I'll have a cough drop. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot how delicious they are. So then it became like a running joke with me and the cough drops, because they're really good. The cough drops that I have are really good. They're just like the menthol ones, but they're just so good. And I'm not a candy person. I'm not a snack person. But I do love the cough drops. And I still haven't bought any more. I still have the same bag. So, you know, it's not that I'm not going that crazy with the cough drops. Adult candy is right. Also, welcome, Amelia. Happy to see you. So let me send Twiz his special text. He's not high maintenance at all, you know, with this every single live stream. Not at all. Not at all. I'm happy to see you, Amelia. Also, you got a big shout out last night towards the end of the live stream. Kane was saying, for whatever reason, he was like, no one watches on Replay Crew. And I was like, pardon you? Tons of people do. And I know because they leave comments. And I said, perfect example. And then I read your comment actually. And I said how amazing you are and how much I appreciated your comment on Replay Crew. So there you go. Mary says, can't chat, driving back from Florida. Oh, whereabouts are you? Well, I guess you can't tell us. 5 hours to go. We'll stop for chicken wings. Love it. Drive safe. Where are you stopping in 5 hours? Again, I guess you can't really answer all my questions. I have a million questions. 5 hours to go. So are you stopping and staying overnight somewhere? And let us know where you're stopping. Love it. I happen to love the night driving because there's less traffic and you can just sort of like get in the zone with driving and whatnot. So, you know, Donna also saying, smash your like button on the way in. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I never ask people to do the stuff like the like button or the subscribe or what have you. But I appreciate those of you guys who think of it and say so. Appreciate that a whole lot. Driving back from Ocala. So, okay, Ocala. Where's Ocala? But where are you headed? That's the other thing. Where are you headed? Where are you headed? Because 5 hours, let's see, where's Ocala? Let's do this. I have a fun idea. You know what we haven't done in a hot minute, you guys? We haven't done like a Squirrely World Tour. Hold on. So those of you guys who haven't witnessed this or experienced it, is the whole thing. Let's do this. Give me just a second. Okay. Let me just unshare, reshare real quick. Oh, right. To Douglasville, Georgia. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. Is it only 5 hours between Georgia and Florida? I guess so. Mary was weighing in. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can figure out where Mary is. I'm just kidding. So let's zoom out a little bit here. So the red lines are Ocala here. We'll zoom out. Did you guys see there's like a tsunami alert for the West Coast? Those of you guys on the West Coast, be safe, please. I mean, I don't really know how one, like when they give, I saw the alert and I was like, so what do they, like, what can people do? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to do? Right. But anyway, to the extent there are things you can do, I don't know how much time one would have in case there is a tsunami. You know, if you've got like 12-hour warning, well, that's different than like tsunami incoming. But anyways, hope you guys are safe. Those of you guys who are out down the West Coast. So, oh, wow. Well, look how tiny Ocala gets when you zoom out. Imagine that. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my God. Look at this, guys. Did you guys know this existed? Hang on. Look. Look. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Tate's Hell State Forest. That is not a very nice name at all for that, is it? There's Tallahassee. I wonder how Donna Adelson's doing, because we know she loves Tallahassee. It's her favorite place ever. There's Ocala. Okay, so Ocala is not all that far down in Florida. That makes sense then. Okay. When you put it in the grand scheme of things. Where's Georgia? Georgia. All the songs about Georgia. Oh, it's right above Florida. Geez, sometimes it's easy to forget that. Okay, so right, because now I'm remembering that road trip I did years ago down to Key Largo, and we did go through Georgia. So there's, look how tiny. So there's Ocala, and there's Georgia. Wow. Wow. One of the attorneys I work for actually is going to be in Florida starting tomorrow for some federal defense attorney party time stuff. Anyway, so there's Augusta and there's Atlanta, Athens, Nito. Where did Mary say she was going? Oh, she's currently in McCanoppy. Oh, Flash saying yesterday, according to Instagram, was National Chelsea Day. That's interesting. Very interesting. I did not know that was even a thing. And Amelia saying, thank you. You seriously explained things so well. My husband says stuff and I'm just like, blank stare. What? That's hilarious. Shout out to Doug, by the way, her husband. Are y'all on the West Coast? Oh, I see what you're saying. 15 minutes to get to high ground. Okay. I see. Yeah, I mean, in like on the West Coast, I mean, I wonder how, like, well, we can do that next. We'll see where does one go for high ground and how far. So McCanoppy, let's find McCanoppy and see where Mary's at. Okay, McCanoppy, however, oh my God, there it is. However you pronounce it. Welcome anyone who's getting here. We're just having a little bit of a Squirrely World tour, as one does. Oh my gosh, it's like almost a perfect square, but then it's got a little appendage right there. Oh, and then it's got a little zigzaggery. Interesting. Looks kind of like a puzzle piece, doesn't it? So let's zoom out a little bit. Hog pond. Just makes me think of Murdoch. Fish pond. Hog pond, fish pond. Well, so let's zoom out a little bit more and see where Mary's. Oh, Waka Huda. Oh, it's all so fun. Mary, what animals were you studying this time? Oh, there's Raleigh. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold the phone. Raleigh? There's a Raleigh in Florida? Whoa. Learn something new every day, guys. So here, just so we can have our perspective, here's where Mary's at right now. Still in Florida, very much in Florida still. So actually, you can see where she started at Ocala, and there she is now. So she's just started on her journey. She's just started to embark on her journey home. Homeward bound. I wish I was. Are you going to stop at Tate's Hell State Forest? Just kidding. Why would you do that? It's going to be late. And, oh, Mexico Beach, Panama City. Okay, so we were going to, Cairo. Wow. We're going to also now jump over to the West Coast. West Side. And we're going to take a look. Okay, so California. So those of you guys on the West Coast, let's see, where's high ground? Forest. I mean, does it tell us where mountains are or whatnot? Like, I mean, if you don't have a whole lot of time, you want to go high. You can't go wide. You have to go tall, I guess, right? High ground. Because it's like, well, you could go inland, right? And then you have more mountains and whatnot. Anyways, also, we do have a squirrel friend over here in this region. Shout out to Happy Annie. I don't know if she's in the tsunami zone, but she is over there on the west coast of Canada. Chihuahua. I did not know that was oh, that's Mexico. No wonder. That makes sense. I was like, is that a city? No, it's yes, in Mexico. Anywho, the ocean is so crazy, guys. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow. So let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. There's a Chelsea, Vermont. I think I've heard of that. And there's Twiz. Hi, Twiz. Why is it so hard to find you? I have no idea what that even means. Like, you can just go to are you talking about like on my YouTube channel? You can just like go to my YouTube channel if that's what you mean. I'm not quite sure. Twiz, for anyone who didn't hear, lost his beard oil and it was a whole thing. And then he found it. So his beard should still be smelling good like sandalwood. So shout out to Twiz. Hopefully we'll get some Twiz reads going on if we're lucky. Or maybe we'll get another little foot bath demonstration from Twizzle Magdalene, as it were. So there we go. Okay, so actually, while I'm thinking about it, there was something I was going to show you guys here from the other day we talked about. So let me pull this up. Oh, wait, what did I? Hang on, I didn't save the whole thing that I was trying to save. Give me just a moment. Welcome on in for anyone who's just now getting here. You know, I haven't flown on a plane in a while. When was the last time you guys flew on a plane? It's been a number of years for me. I have to try to really think about when the last time was, you think. When was the last time I flew? And I absolutely love flying, by the way. But I don't remember when the last time I flew was. So I'm just looking for this thing I was going to pull up for you guys. Why is it getting cut off? Hang on. Let me try this another way. Oh, it's because there's two of them. Hold on. I see what I did here. I see what I did. So what I'm doing here, so some of you guys have heard me talking about how, we've talked a lot about plea deals. Obviously, it goes without saying, feel stupid even saying that. Talked a ton about plea deals. And so one of the things we had talked about was I was letting you guys, I was giving you guys a firsthand example of the process in North Carolina, at least in Forsyth County, for this particular example of just sort of how the process works and the timing of it and how they sort of handle that and whatnot. And so I have some follow-up on this. So, okay. Okay, let me unshare, reshare. Okay, so here we go, part one. So I have the date. I wrote the date on there. And if you're wondering why it looks like this, because obviously I had to just clip this one part out so that there was no information, right? Obviously, literally just as it regards to the plea and no other detail. So I just using the paint thing, I just drew the date on there. So, okay. So one of the attorneys I work for has a client who they had decided, they had basically the state had offered a plea deal, right? And then the attorney I work for spoke with the client, and then they talked about it, and then they offered a counteroffer, right? So here's the date, and this is from the state, right? They said, "Thank you for the counteroffer. I have received it. We'll have a meeting with the victim in this case and get back to you." So that's it. They said nothing about the offer. It's literally the first thing, and this was on 7/11. Okay. Then the next thing that happened after I will get back to you after meeting with the victim. Okay, let me just unshare, reshare. Actually, let me just do it this way. So then here's the next thing. So after 7/11 to 7/23, what is that? 12 days? 12 days went by. 12 days went by. Thank you for your counteroffer. So they had 12 days they discussed with the victim. I'm hopeful that we will be able to resolve this case via a plea. The state will agree to sentencing in the mitigated range. However, we will not agree to a particular time or range. Rather, we will make arguments at sentencing and let the presiding judge determine the actual sentence. Please let me know if this is agreeable to you and your client. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day. So again, the steps here, we had the offer from the state, counteroffer from the defense. They said, okay, we're going to talk to the victim. They took 12 days. They came back. Thank you for your counteroffer. And here's what the state will agree to, sentencing in the mitigated range, but not agree to a particular time or range, and let the judge sort of be the determining factor. So the next thing that happened after that was the attorney who I work for went and had a meeting at the jail with the client and met with the client for a couple hours at the jail. And they discussed everything. And then they were agreeable to this. And so they've agreed to the plea. So that just to sort of outline, like in the real world, real life sort of what you would call it, like order of things and whatnot. So, okay, so then look at this. Here's the other thing I was going to show you guys, because this was interesting. This was from, like, I think today that I got this. I found this interesting. So another little snippet with no actually identifying information, right? This is from the state prosecutor emailing the other attorney I work for. I will let him plead on the next admin, which is 9/22. I plan to ask for active. So that's active time versus like being on probation. I plan to ask for active, but based on his record and the recent sentencing trends, I don't expect a judge to give him a straight active sentence, as in a combination of active sentence as in prison time and a combination of that with probation. In my experience, the judges are much more willing to give probation for a plea than they are if you were to take it to trial and get found guilty. Right there. In my experience, the judges are much more willing to give probation for a plea than they are if you were to take it to trial and get found guilty. And does this not just, though, speak to literally all the things we've been talking about with plea deals and the incentives? I'm going to highlight this. Can I highlight it? Let's see. Get my highlighter thing. Woo-hoo. Okay. Is this the highlighter? I think we need to make it thicker. That's what she said. So here we go. Right, y'all. And that's the thing, isn't it? And it's really funny because last night on the live stream, we were watching the commentary from Judge Boyce at Lori Vallow's first trial. And I thought it was really noteworthy, and I even have it timestamped, I believe, where he said that he feels like not enough defendants exercise their right to a trial. And he even makes a note to say that he's not going to punish her by taking her case to trial, by giving her a sentence that would be harsher. As we know, it was going to be life. I mean, all the multiple life sentences anyway. Basically, they actually have a name for it. I think they call it the trial penalty or something like that, because in I guess in the federal court system, that is more common, where if you take it to trial, they're basically going to punish you by giving you a much, in other words, an additional penalty versus just the difference between trial and a plea, right? There's the negotiation that you work out between the two sides, but then it's on top of that, the judge punishing you if you take it to trial type of thing. Anyways, so there's all that. Let me see what you guys are saying. New Douglas, old Douglas, all the Douglases. That's right. Flash flew for the first time in February and came out like a trooper, even though he was not too ecstatic to be flying for the first time. You made it out just fine, unscathed. Old Douglas is still better. Old Douglas sounds like one of those old like Civil War, like whatchamacallit, like, you know what I guess I'm thinking of Old Man River, but like that type of vibe, you know what I mean? What do they call those songs, guys? There's a name for that. Crap, I can't remember the name for that. But anyways, you know, like what they would sing in the Civil War days in the South. Anyways, I'm just thinking Old Douglas just gives me that vibe. Is there anyone I can block, ban, delete? No, there is not. No one shall do any of those things. Okay, let me just unshare, reshare real quick. All right. Old Greg Chipmunk, aka Too Fast. Are you thinking of Old Greg as in I'm Old Greg, as in that old Greg? Because I freaking love Old Greg. What am I sharing? I'm sharing this. Sorry, I'm just thinking of all the old Greg. You pulled me up with your strong arms, and you've seen my downstairs mix-up. Hopefully all of you guys have watched Old Greg, please. Yes, the boat times. Remember the boat times? I remember the boat times. I'm forgetful about what? Have to say it right. I'm Old Greg. Which part? That part? Also, the other day, Kane, in your chat, I was talking about this song, and I just want it's going to be easier to put this into words than it was in the chat. So I was asking Kane if he had ever watched the video by this band. I guess they're a band. I don't know. I never heard of them. This was like a meme that was like making the rounds when I was like in college. I completely forgot about it, literally, until whatever day it was that Kane had the live stream. Like right before that live stream, I don't remember how, but that it's something. I think it was because Lori Vallow, right? Lori Vallow was talking about miracles, and she said the word miracle a fuck ton of times. And then I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot about this song, if you can call it that. And then I had all these, and then I just started laughing, had all these flashbacks to this music video or whatever you want to call it. And that's why it was on my mind when on Kane's live stream. But anyway, so I guess they're a band, the Insane Clown Posse. I don't know. It seems to me like a joke, but anyways, but I think that they're taking it seriously. Like they think it's serious, but like everyone else, to my knowledge, thinks it's a joke. So they have this song called Miracles, and it is, you guys, after this live stream, everyone needs to go and watch this. I'm sure it's on YouTube. If you search for Miracles by Insane Clown, it is so funny. You guys will die. Like one of the classic lyrics from it is fucking magnets. How do they work? It is, and they're trying to give examples of miracles, and all the things that they give examples of are just like the dumbest things. And the song is so dumb, and everything about it is so dumb and hilarious. And I would totally play it, but my channel, I'm sure, would get taken down. So everyone should watch it after this. Miracles by the Insane Clown Posse. It's like a B movie in a music video with people describing miracles the way that, like, I don't even know. I was going to say, not even a kid. A kid would be able to actually give great examples. I don't even know how to put it. You guys just have to watch it. It's really funny. Yeah. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach. Nice. Nice. I'm Old Greg. Pleased to meet you. Have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe? Sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kane hasn't checked his email. Better get on that. So yes, hopefully you guys will go watch it. I wonder if I can put the link in the chat. Hold on. Let me see if I can put the link in the chat. If that will make it easier to entice you guys to watch it. I'm serious. Y'all will thank me. Remember the boat times, still just thinking about it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. I wonder what year this is from. We'll find out. 12 years ago. Oh my God, you guys. Even just the picture on the thumb. Okay, I'm going to see if I can put this in the chat. It's so good. Copy the link. I don't even know if it'll let me. Let me try it, though. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Is that a link that people can click on? Did that come through? So like, definitely go watch that later, guys. You guys will thank me. Flash says, I don't watch stuff people recommend. Last time I did, I clicked on an OnlyFans. Well, you don't have to worry about that from me. That's not something that will ever happen. Yeah, I don't even know what the OnlyFans website looks like. And really when I hear OnlyFans, I think of Karen Reed. So, you know, but that's just me. Oh, good. It worked. Excellent. Yay, guys. You guys will love it. It's hilarious. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's make it bigger. How about that? Too big? Too big? Is it cutting anything off? Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're okay here. Make sure it's big enough, guys. This is where we left off last time on number 25. And I realize that there's people that are covering these and they're way further. And some of you guys are also reading on your own and you're probably way further. That is great. I have not read ahead. No spoilers for myself. So we're here on number 25. And you know what? For some of the people who've been like plowing through 50 of these a day, and if you guys have been like following that type of thing, and that probably, I would imagine that number 25 feels like a lifetime ago. So, you know, hopefully you'll still enjoy going back through it. For me, it's the first time. Okay. So we are here with Aaron Morris. This is from 11/18, November 18th. And of course, as Twiz, as always, is welcome to pop on in and for some Twiz reads and whatnot. That's what she said. Thank you, Kane. Thank you. What is the hot dog case? What is the hot dog case? Also, Flash, you said you're going to stay on top of that lady, the one from that crazy sentencing. Doesn't she have a hearing coming up? Because I'm relying on you, my friend. Because I've got so many millions of things. And when you said you were going to personally track it, I was like, yes, one less thing I have to try to remember to track because I've got so many cases. So, okay. Anyways, let's carry on here. All right. Narrative on Thursday. You're the best. Thank you, Flash. On Thursday. All right. So we will cover that. We will cover that. Don't worry, guys. All right. I was asked to conduct follow-up on person SB. I was told somebody was contacted on 11/17 by MPD and ISP officers. I was asked to watch video from 1,200 hours on 11/12 to 1,300 hours on 11/13 to see somebody's movements during the homicide. I have no idea who this person is. On 11/12, so-and-so left his dorm room at 12:05. He was wearing a black long sleeve shirt and black sweats. Let me look at my list here because we had the creepy dude number 1 and creepy dude number 2. Neither of them's names start with a B, or last names start with a B, I don't think. No, sorry, just kidding. Creepy dude number 1 is Cole. His last name starts with a B. I forget, Barenberg or whatever. So that might be who they're talking about, referencing his last. No, actually it's not. SB. I don't know who that is. SB. Another creepy dude, maybe? Another creepy dude? So this person left their home in long sleeve shirt and black sweats at 12:53 hours. This person returned at 15:03 hours, left again wearing a black beanie, black gloves, and a white jacket. At 19:48 hours, he returned to the dorm without the beanie, gloves, and jacket, but then left again at 19:52 hours with a backpack. Interesting. This person was gone until 11:13 at 12:25 hours when he returned to the dorm. I reported the information to ISB. I wonder who this person is. And that's all on that one. Oh my God. Someone put liquid nitrogen in someone's hot dog. What state is this in? People, they get creative. Like, that is very creative, I will say. Wow. Okay. Onward. Carrying on. We're on number 26. All right. So now we have another Mowery. Great. Okay. I logged into the Uber law enforcement portal. Again, it's always impressive. It's like, remember last time when he was able to click on a link? And I was like, yeah, he was able to click on a link. Like, that's really surprising considering what we've seen of his abilities so far in these reports. So far he's done 2 things correctly. He clicked on a link, and then he also was able to log in by clicking on another link. So good job, Mowery. And submitted an exigent preservation request for any location data associated with the Uber driver named EG with the phone number of blah, blah, blah. Due to the nature of the investigation, Uber recommended an exigency request for the preservation. In a screenshot received from AG, it showed messages which appear to be from G's phone between Kaylee and himself, so the Uber driver. The name of the recipient is Kaylee Uber. It is unknown if, and this is what I think it's Eric Grower or whatever they're called, was on duty with Uber at the time of him picking up Kaylee and Maddie. Uber stated if the driver was on duty, it would show the location of the vehicle. If the driver was not on duty, Uber would not have the data. I was informed by Uber customer service that this is common if the driver provides personal transportation services. At 14:34 hours, Alaska, interesting. I wonder if Tonka knows about this case. At 14:34 hours, I received an email from Uber stating they received my request. I received an email at approximately 16:17 hours from Uber, which contained files regarding the Uber logs of EG. The records showed his location up until approximately 1:15, where it appears no other information is found, and EG goes off duty. These records were attached. So basically confirming that, this is what's so fucking annoying, right? Okay, I was about to say, this is confirming that he was on duty. No, well, no. Dude, look at this. They find that he goes off duty, right? Right here. No other information is found, and this person goes off duty. But it never says when he goes on duty. Why? How can you even leave that out? It's like saying they turned off the light, but it's like it was never turned on in the first place or something. Like, this is craziness. I mean, not that this was like the hugest deal, but still, it's like even something simple like that, like, oh, this confirms he was on duty. And then no, we can't even say that because it doesn't provide that information because Mowery sucks. These records were attached to the case file. No warrant was requested or returned as Uber provided the data via the exigent request. Well, he's zero. He's at a zero here. He got 1 point for being able to click the link, and then he lost that point post haste in a quick fashion by not somehow including going on duty. So, all right, that's what we have with that one. Jesus Christ. Oh, and another Mowery. Great. Oh, he was off duty the whole time, Needs Some Z's is saying? No, well, it says goes off duty, though. You know what I mean? Goes off duty. The thing is, he's not clear, right? Part of the problem. But this would give the impression that if he goes off duty, he was on duty previously, right? But again, why can we not? This is not hard. This is not hard. But welcome, Needs Some Z's as well. And also welcome on in, James. Needs Some Z's is saying he was driving Kaylee and Maddie while not on duty with Uber, hence private driver. Question I have is how he was paid. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, I guess they're saying he goes off duty before he drives them. I guess that's what it is. He goes off duty, right? Okay, at 1:15. So he went off duty before he drove them. Okay, that makes more sense. And thank you, Needs Some Z's, for that. So Thursday's a big day, but the Las Vegas lady and Gardner Fernandez are doing court on Thursday. Wow. And also shout out to James for always being so supportive and always being so kind and being here and being awesome. We love it. All right, so another Mowery report. On November 17th, I contacted Detective Ulrich of the Post Falls Police Department for assistance in examining the laptops and iPad located in the residence at 112 King Road. Yeah, because he probably couldn't even figure out how to open up a laptop. And by open up, I mean unfold it, because that would be a challenge for Mowery, I think. Ulrich, whatever, arrived at the MPD and received the following evidence item laptops. Apple, banana. Just kidding. Keep you guys on your toes. Apple, Dell, Apple. Couldn't get into a song. We felt like it. Welcome on in, whatever clever darn earthquake made me late. Hey, are you on the West Coast? Get to high ground, they say, Amelia said. Sounds like good advice. Hopefully you're all safe. And with that, we conclude another Mowery report. On to 28. All right. And another Mowery. Great. On November 13th, I was informed of a possible surveillance camera located on something King Road. Corporal Snyder had spoken to oh my God, is this the same one with the SD card? I cannot. Is he still struggling? Probably. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. I wonder. Okay. One of the residents who had a camera using the Homeye Pro app. Never heard of that one. Homeye Pro app on the porch of their dwelling. Why does this name Homeye, why does it not sound super pro of all the different options that are out there? Corporal Snyder provided me with the username and password for the Homeye Pro account associated with blah, blah, blah. I asked Corporal Snyder if this video was stored on a cloud-based system for me to view, or if so-and-so could download a copy of the video. I think either way, Mowery's fucked. He's not going to be able to figure it out. I was provided a 32 gigabyte. Oh, and there it is, the SD card. The SD card from the camera, but the file form. Okay, he already told this story before. I about lost it. I'm going to keep reading. We're back to him telling the same story with the SD card. The file format was not recognized by any of my forensic computers. The right way to phrase this is I was unable to figure it the fuck out because this is all evidence is like this. Okay. He's like blaming it on the SD card. Blaming the SD card and the computers. I swear to God. And prompted me to format the disk. Well, yeah, that's what one does. Mowery. Corporal Snyder informed me so-and-so could screen capture the video from her phone, and the card was returned to so-and-so to enable her to assist. So this civilian had to assist Mowery because Mowery can't do anything. Jesus Christ. Assist in the acquisition of the data. I mean, obviously this is so problematic for a number of reasons. Hopefully hopefully you guys can see why. If you would like me to describe why, I'd be happy to. It's just so problematic. In this one paragraph. Okay. On November 17th, I requested more assistance is needed of John Rosinsky to recontact so-and-so and see if she could provide the video from the camera. Rosinsky contacted the person who stated she was in Boise until the 28th. Rosinsky sent him a video. Sent him? Who's him? Sent me a video? Wait, what? Because the person who has the video is a she. Oh my God. Stated she was in Boise. Officer Rosinsky. What? Sent him a video. Oh, I guess he left out the word said. Officer Rosinsky said that so-and-so sent him a video. Okay. It's just with all the words missing, you know, it's great. Sent him a video of a male, and I'm not talking about the redactions even. I'm talking about the words that are just left out. These are riddled there, obviously. Video of a male suspect walking by the camera at approximately 3:20 towards the dumpster on. What? Do you guys see that what I'm looking at here? Let me zoom in. It's not redacted. It says towards the dumpster on, and then it just doesn't even include where. Hi, Candace. Candace, are you safe from the tsunami? Yeah, I was talking about that. Are you okay? Are you going to be okay? Can you get to high ground? Okay. Yeah, that's what I saw. Thank you so much, whatever, Clever. This is the alert that I got, right? Like a notification about this. And I was wondering, like, how long until the tsunami would hit? Do you guys know? And are you guys all going to be safe? What earthquake? Twiz? The earthquake referenced before. The earthquake happened in the far east of Russia, and it caused potential tsunamis. Well, I guess they haven't happened yet. It's just warnings. Seems like they should know, right? Seems like they should know if there is a tsunami or isn't one, but I don't know. My brother would be able to explain that probably, being as he's a storm chaser, and that's sort of in that realm. Here will be around 1 a.m. So just like how Mary is traveling from Florida to Georgia, the tsunami is traveling from Russia to the US, I guess, and be here around 1 a.m. Okay. Wow. Please keep us posted, Candace. I hope you guys are safe. Yikes. That is scary. Where's here? Needs and Z's is asking. I'm not sure. Are you talking to somebody in the chat? Okay, so I just, towards the dumpster on, like, I'm gonna read this as it's written here. Okay. And here on where it's redacted, I'm just gonna say C. Officer Rosinsky, C, sent him a video of a male subject walking by the camera at approximately 3:20 hours towards the dumpster on. Officer Rosinsky contacted me, and the dumpster's on Officer Rosinsky. I just contacted me, and I spoke to C and requested permission to remove the camera from the residence, and she consented. Useless. Useless. Based on my training and experience, sorry, that's highly debatable. I know many of the different video surveillance cameras use a first in, first out storage retention system. This means the newer data overwrites the older data. I was concerned data may be lost the longer the camera continued to record footage. I requested assistance from Aaron Morris to go to the residence and unscrew the camera from its location. The camera screws into a common light bulb base, commonly found on patio and porch fixtures. Morris returned a short time later with the camera and the SD card. On November 18th, I again attempted to view the contents of the SD card. Attempted. Uh-oh. I plugged the card into a right blocker and it still was not recognized by the computer. Oh, the failure of it all. Way to fail. Jesus. I used an FTK imager version number 4.7.1.2 to make an image of the SD card. Now that the data was on a drive recognized by the operating system, I then used Axiom Magnet version, blah, 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 to parse the data from the card. So it wasn't that hard then. In reviewing the data, I found over 13,000 individual images from the card. They appeared to be individual frames from the camera. While attempting to view the data on the card, I received a forwarded email from somebody whose sister, somebody resides at the residence. The email stated that he was reviewing the video remotely when Morris removed the camera. He stated he saw, why is one of the civilians reviewing it? Oh my God. He stated he saw a suspicious vehicle in the area and was concerned with the video footage stored on the device being overwritten. This is very weird and not normal. Like, okay, law enforcement, literally he's saying, look at this, guys, while attempting to view the data. So like literally at the same exact time. So law enforcement, you know, if you're a civilian, you're going to imagine maybe that law enforcement is even remotely competent. And it's like, okay, this is in their hands. They're literally attempting to view it at the moment, right? While attempting to view it. It's like, maybe he had a gut feeling that they are completely incompetent. And he was like, I don't trust these fuckers. And so takes it upon himself to go through it. Like knowing that Mowery could so easily fuck it up. Is that what's happening here? Oh my God. While attempting to view the data on the card, I received a forwarded email that this civilian at the home was reviewing the video remotely because he was concerned about the video being overwritten. Unfucking believable. That's so scary. Amelia said that a family vacation once turned into run for your life because of a tsunami. It's awful. Whatever Clever says, okay, I'm having an adrenaline crash, so my brain is foggy. Did the report say that they couldn't figure out how to transfer video? Yes, that is exactly what it said. You're saying that right. Let me read the whole thing. Did the report say they couldn't figure out how to transfer a video file to the SD card, so they played it on screen and recorded it via phone? The only difference is that it was transferring a video file from an SD card, but same. They couldn't figure out how to transfer the video file from the SD card, so they played it and recorded it. Yes, that is correct. That was from like, I think the previous page. Yep. I know. Crazy. Yeah. And it's a saga. This started many, many documents ago with this whole SD card. It's like the saga of the SD card. Will they ever figure it the fuck out? Twiz is asking the real questions. The bigger question, why are you having an adrenaline crash? I was wondering the same thing. They would have managed better if they called the Geek Squad. Well, I mean, it's just. So, okay. I was then put in touch with another resident at something on King Road. This person stated she would be back in Moscow at approximately 2020, whatever, sometime in military time. What is that? 8 o'clock p.m. I think I'm going to get pretty good at doing the military time as we continue to go through these, hopefully. I met with so-and-so at her residence and asked again if she'd be willing to assist in recording screen. Again, if she would be willing to assist in recording screen captures on her phone from the device. But why? Didn't you just say you finally figured it the fuck out? You just used your software? I explained to the person I would replace the camera, gather the information, and then take the camera as evidence. I also explained to the person I needed to take the wireless router since the camera was already linked to the Wi-Fi network. She stated she would consent and allow both items to be seized. I mean, right? That is crazy they don't know how to transfer video. Mind-boggling. Absolutely fucking mind-boggling. The saga continues. And how many times has Mowery said he needs assistance and yet still can't figure it out? Unfucking believable. Welcome on in, Secret Planner Girl. How you doing today, my friend? SPG into Hizzy is correct. We got an SPG. We got an SPG in the house, in the Hizzy. Yes. This is craziness. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what happens next, guys. I reinstalled the camera in the light socket and it powered on. Wow. I was able to watch as the civilian access the footage on the camera. During this time, the camera showed a vehicle entering the area at approximately 3:56 hours and leaving at a high rate of speed. This is the first time we're seeing this in any of these docs as we go in chronological order, guys. So I'm going to highlight that. There's the high rate of speed right there. As we know, that's going to become one of their taglines until the end of time with this case. High rate of speed. Of course, it's unspecified. At approximately 4:20 hours. 4:20. The civilian provided the videos to me. I uninstalled the camera and seized the wireless router. Both items were then taken back to MPD as evidence. On November 19th, while reviewing the videos located at 3:56 and 4:20, it appeared the vehicle left the area and may have traveled on Wilenta Drive. However, the video stopped. In an attempt to see further and gain perhaps a better resolution, I don't like where this is going. I don't like him trying things. I reconstructed, oh boy, the wireless network the camera operated on by powering on the wireless router. Are you sure you know how to power it on, Mowery? I downloaded the HomeEye Pro app on my work phone. I was able to use the app. Congratulations, and download the video clips. These clips included audio, which were not a part of the screenshots completed, and were able to capture a longer duration. Interesting. There's audio. In the clips, the vehicle's exhaust and acceleration can be heard, as well as seeing the vehicle leave at a high rate of speed on Wilenta Drive. After capturing the clips, I disconnected the camera and Wi-Fi router and placed them into evidence. The videos were placed onto a DVD. Why a DVD? Oh my God. So many questions. That is like, that's not what you do. You zip them up, compress them, zip them up, and you put them in the digital file. But you know, I just still amazed that Mowery is even able to put anything on anything and turn anything on. I'm a lover of details, but there are some details that this report's author, Mowery, could have spared us all. I know. Well, in the details lies the incompetence, doesn't it? Also, in the not details lies the incompetence. Incompetence is just all over the place. All right. Excellent. So then we will go on, carrying on. All right, number 29. Dollinger. On November 29th, 2022, at approximately 1200 hours, I met with Mowery, who tasked me with downloading surveillance footage video from several USB memory drives. I wonder why he did that. Mowery gave me multiple small manila envelopes, spelled wrong, by the way, manila, which contained USB memory drives collected from multiple different investigators. Mowery asked me to download the videos from all the drives and to place them on an external hard drive, which he provided to me. Once that task was complete, Mowery asked me to copy all the videos from the portable hard drive to the M drive on our, now this is what more like it, right? You have a working folder. City of Moscow network where he created a folder where working copies of the videos could be stored. After downloading the videos from the individual USB memory drives, I placed them back into the manila envelopes they came from and sealed them with evidence tape. I did find 2 of the USB memory drives, which came from the same envelope, did not contain any video footage. And I returned them to Detective Mowery. Oh, so he probably fucked something up. I mean, you know, he's like, here's all these things. And it's like, oh, these 2 are empty, Mowery. Jesus. Once all the videos were downloaded to the portable hard drive, I then copied them all to the M drive and returned the hard drive to Mowery. I have a good little short story for you guys too, by the way. So we have a client who is has been charged with attempted murder. And and I think he may end up taking it to trial. But anyway, so we've got like a fuck ton of all this discovery, and there's all these videos. This happened at a college. So there were cameras everywhere, and the shooting was in a college, like in a study room, like a communal area, like a study room. Okay. And so there's all the cameras in the hallways. And so, you've got your dorm rooms, you got all this, right? So in other words, you can basically track the victim and the suspect, aka the defendant, aka our client, and you can watch them going in and out, watch the whole thing, right, unfold with all these different camera angles. And so anyway, I this attorney that I work for, whose client this is, was like, I feel like he basically said, he was able to say, the timeline's a mess. I don't understand their theory of what happened, they being the state. And he's like, essentially, there's a couple things that they really need in order to prove any of these elements in the first place. And I can't find the videos of those things, right? Namely, the defendant and the victim walking together into the room where the shooting happened. Okay. And so he's like, he tasked me, first of all, like, can you try to like find this video? And then it turned into, I'm just basically scrolling at it. Like I'm creating like a master timeline, because the timeline's a mess. It's color coded. It's like the type of stuff you guys have seen me do in all other cases. It's like color coded. And then I'm labeling the videos in a separate folder to correlate and correspond with the timeline. And for the timeline, I'm using the state's narrative from their huge ass police report thing, where it has like their narrative of what they think happens with the videos that are correlated. And of course, I'm going through and highlighting all the flaws, right? This is the wrong time. This is not the right video. This is missing. And there's a ton of videos that are completely missing, first of all. But here's the thing that's so crazy, which I discovered towards the end of work today. There's the perhaps the most crucial video of all, right? Would be the victim and the defendant walking together into the study room where the shooting happened, right? Right. And also the defendant, our client, leaving by himself from the study room, right? Like, and there's cameras, right there. The state would want to show them going together into the room, because the room was empty, going in there together, and then one person comes out, and all, that's not the only thing, obviously, but that's like a huge part of this. And he couldn't find that video. Well, it was really hard to find. It was categorized differently than the other videos. You guys see, dude, I'm just like, wow. Categorized differently. It was not easy to find. It took me a long time to find this video. It was buried. And when I finally found it, the video file contained like 15 different video files within it, and they all had the exact same timestamp. However, they were all not the same video. But, and this is very Canton PD-ish of this, somehow is the only one that's like this. The rest of the videos for all the other cameras everywhere on this campus and everything that they have, they're crystal clear. You can see everything really well. The videos are like high def, right? They're really good quality. This one particular camera, though, all 15 of the videos of this one camera, the camera that really matters more than any of the other cameras, at this particular timestamp when the shooting happened, allegedly. Well, not even allegedly, the dude was shot. But anyways, every single one of those clips is fucked up. Like, basically, it looks like it's so completely blurry. You can't see anything. It's crazy. It's really, and honestly, it's almost akin to the ghosts, the apparitions at the Lolliport. It's a lot like that. It's not black and white. It's in color, but it just looks like blobs. And you can kind of see things are kind of moving. But the weirdest part is all of them have the exact same timestamp down to the millisecond, but all those videos are different. But what you can't see is what the one thing that really matters in this case, right? Imagine that. You cannot make heads or there is literally nothing to be gained from these videos at all, except what the fuck is happening, right? I know. Heather, also welcome. Typical BS. Yep. And I'm just like, oh my God. So that one got highlighted its own special color for that one. So and the fact that it was also kind of, I don't want to say hidden, but kind of hidden. It was not categorized or labeled the same way as all the other ones. All the other ones, there's like a system, right, to where you can find them. This one was like not with the group. And it was really hard to find. And then it's all fucked up. Dude, it's just. Yeah. Super Planner Girl says, I bet you just love your job. Oh yeah, I adore it. I adore it. I mean, it doesn't even feel like a job. I mean, they're paying me, but like I would do it for free. It's literally like the things that I do anyway for fun, for free. You know, it is every single moment is amazing, and I freaking love it. And I have so many stories. You guys have heard some stories, but every single day there's like all kinds of new things that are happening and just crazy things and interesting things, and it's great. It's super fun. Flash says, I can tell she likes her job. Nobody talks about work that much like she do. Well, the thing is like I could talk this much about teaching violin, but no one would understand what I'm talking about, with one exception, and that's Kit Smits. Shout out to Kit Smits, because she's a piano teacher. But what's great is this particular job is so relevant to everything that we talk about here on the channel and things that make sense to you guys. So, right. Thank you. Whatever, clever. You mean you received discovery that possibly exonerates your client and it was named inconsistent from all the other videos? It was inverted with no timestamps and has time lapses. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? Right. That is what it is. Incredible, right? You know, it's like, but I'm really happy to be discovering it, because the attorney that I work for hadn't found it. And, you know, he also doesn't have the time, right? That's part of the reason why he has me, because it's like, I'll do all the things and I'll scroll at it. And like, meanwhile, I'm like talking to clients and like preparing all these other things. And meanwhile, in the background, I've got this whole timeline thing going, and I'm just like chipping away at it. So, okay, we're done with 29. On to number 30. Here we go. We've got Rosinsky. On 11:15, when was this one written? This was written on 11:21. Okay, at 11:15, at about 13:48 hours, I spoke with, who is this? PC? I don't know if we know who PC is. PC on the phone. P said she was good friends with Kaylee, but also friends with Xana and Ethan. P said she was a member of the sorority, currently a junior at University of Idaho. P said she was not aware of anyone that Kaylee associated with that had violent tendencies. She said she was not aware if Kaylee was involved in drugs. Didn't we already read? I mean, we didn't already read this one, but this was articulated in a previous document. Yeah. P said she knew people partied with drugs, but doesn't know of Kaylee or any of the other roommates being involved in drugs. She said she did not know if drugs were sold from their residence. P said she was at a party earlier in the day at a friend's apartment called the Whites. P said at the apartment she saw Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. They were all just hanging out, and there were other people there. There was nobody of concern at the apartment. Everybody present was a familiar person. P said the last she saw Kaylee was at the grub truck. She arrived after Kaylee and said Kaylee was there with Maddie. Kaylee's demeanor was good, and they struck up a conversation. P said Kaylee seemed really happy, and Kaylee and Maddie were laughing. She said she did not have a conversation with Maddie, only Kaylee. She said they did not mention what their plans were after the grub truck. P said Kaylee and Maddie seemed a little intoxicated and believed they came from the club. You can find me in the club? Yep. P said Kaylee seemed coherent and was not stumbling or slurring her words. She did not know if Kaylee and Maddie showed up to the grub truck with anyone. She said she later watched the Twitch video and it appeared someone showed up with Kaylee and Maddie, but she did not recognize the individual. P said her friends did not either. P said after Kaylee got her food, she saw Kaylee and Maddie walk in the direction of campus. P did not see anyone follow them. P mentioned that she saw in the grub truck video someone was walking in the same direction. P said she heard that there was someone concerning at the corner club. She said she heard the individual was being creepy towards Madison and was kicked out. Kicked out. That was creepy dude number one. Cool. P was not aware of any other males that Kaylee spent time with. She said she knew that Kaylee had an ex-boyfriend that went to University of Idaho, but she understood they were on good terms. She said she knew Maddie had a boyfriend that graduated from University of Idaho. She did not know his name. She did not know anyone that Ethan and Xana hung out with. She wished she had more time to share. They thanked her for her time and concluded the NW. Good night, James. Thanks for being here. I feel like my second favorite thing is the pause button or the rewind. That's funny. And good night also to Flash. We have to stream the Daryl Brooks. Oh boy. Make sure you have plenty of cough drops on hand if you're going to do that. That's all I can say. All right, on to 31. Now we have Vargas here. All right. This is written on 11/21. Transporting electronic devices to Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene. transported the 4 cell phones belonging to the victims to Coeur d'Alene, gave them to Detective Taylor. They picked up the cell phones, brought them back, gave them to Mowery. Oh, great. Then on November 21st, I transported the phones belonging to the victims to Coeur d'Alene PD and dropped them off with Detective Jesse Welch. On November 21st, I transported 2 separate charging cords belonging to the electronic devices to Post Falls PD and dropped them off with Detective Brad Johnston. Told Detective Johnson the cords were for the devices with Detective Neil Ulrich received from Mowery. So, okay. There you go. Charge the phones. I mean, well, I find it kind of odd they didn't have chargers for these phones, right? Considering I think almost all of them, well, it doesn't even matter, right? Whether it's Apple or Android. I mean, at this point in time, they all have, you know, there's limited options. You would just think they would have those on anyways. It doesn't matter. There's just far greater issues. Like, that's the least of our worries. So yeah. Oh, James said he's not leaving. Okay. Sorry. I thought you said you were leaving. I don't know what happened to Twiz. So I need to pull up another document. Okay. Let's see here. Or no, I think I have one. Let me go ahead and open up some more though. All right. So autopsies. Autopsies? Is that where we're at? Finally? Okay. On November 16th, this is the Detective Vargas or whatever, Officer Vargas. I don't know, remember what her rank is or whatever. Okay. Latah County Coroner. Oh boy. Kathy Mabut, you guys, coroner. And I attended the 4 autopsies for Xana for the victims. Okay, fine. And at the Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office in Spokane. The 4 autopsies were all performed by Dr. somebody. Okay, well, thank God for that. Not just a coroner. Gary Tollison, a detective with ISP, observed the 3 of the autopsies, 3 of them, as he arrived after Ethan's autopsy was performed. During the autopsies, the following items of evidence were collected from Kaylee: DNA card, hand swabs, wrist swabs. This is all par for the course here. Forearm swabs, foot swabs, ankle swabs, anal swab, oral swab, vaginal swab. Okay, all the things. Let's look for anything. So we have handbags, t-shirt, corner club, nasty and inebriated black. I guess that's what it says on it. Nasty and inebriated. Pants, Joe Boxer, gray and flannel, black flannel, silver earring, one sock. Was she missing a sock? SD photo card. Great. Don't give that to Mowery or he'll be lost. Autopsy photos. All the above items were released to me by somebody at approximately 1927 hours. Okay. Maddie, DNA card, and then a lot of this is going to be the same, all the swabs. And then we have pants, black Vandal Russell brand sweatpants. 3 silver rings. Oh, sorry, I missed this one. Short sleeve shirt, pink. False eyelashes, a black hair tie, and an SD photo card. Xana, again, all this is going to be the same. And then we get to handbag, foot bag. Oh, handbag, right. That's not handbag, isn't a purse. Okay. Sweatshirt, Under Armour, gray, underwear, Calvin Klein, beige, size small. Weird that they put the size on it. They didn't do that for any of the other clothes. Trace evidence, left hand, trace evidence from body bag, SD photo card, autopsy photos. Interesting. So things that stand out here that are different from the others so far. We have a size here. I'm going to highlight this. Let me get my highlighter. So we have the size. That was not done for the others. And then trace evidence. Not that there's anything weird about trace evidence, but what's the thing that's standing out to me is that we didn't have that. Let me just double check. We didn't have that for Maddie or Kaylee. And also no sizes. Why? And why? Let me highlight. Why is there a sock missing? And why does the highlighter randomly determine how it wants, if it wants to be whatever? Okay. Does anyone know if Twiz is still with us? Twiz! Reading Canebo? Yeah. I like, or is that supposed to be a K? I love the Reading Canebo, though, I will just say. Yeah, Mowery wouldn't, exactly. Mowery wouldn't know how to view the contents. Right. I know. Oh, that's interesting. Super Planet Girl says, randomly my daughter sleeps with just one sock on purpose. What is the reasoning behind that? That's interesting. I'm curious if she's told you why. There it is, the magical land that is the reading cane bow. Yeah. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading cane bow. Reading cane bow. Keeps it cool, interesting. Is it just because if it's like 2 socks off would be too cold? Interesting. Maybe her best friend. There's a thought. Because your daughter's what, 14, right, Amanda? I think she's 14. All right, so now, okay, we did this. Interesting. Now we're on to Ethan. So again, this is all the same. And then trace evidence from right hand. He's got 2 socks on. So trace evidence from right hand, necklace, bracelet, 2 socks that match each other ostensibly. Why was there only trace evidence though taken from Xana and Ethan and not Maddie and Kaylee? I mean, shouldn't they, dude? Okay. We can't just ask all the questions or we will never get through these ever. Major crime prints. As part of the autopsies, major crime prints were taken from each of the victims. If this just says when their prints were taken, okay, fine. Okay, hands and feet. Okay, I have not seen this yet. Here we go. All right. At the conclusion of the 4 autopsies, the medical examiner met with the coroner and said the following. Ethan Chapin's fatal injury was from a stab wound under his left clavicle, which severed his subclavian vein and subclavian artery, and also his jugular vein, misspelled, of course, which was severed. Ethan only had sharp force injuries. Xana's fatal injuries were from 1 laceration in her right lung and 2 lacerations in her heart. Xana had 50 plus stab wounds, mostly defensive. She only had sharp force injuries. So now, of course, if this had gone to trial, there would have been a lot of distinction about, was this the puncture? Was this a laceration? Because defensive wounds, are very different, as y'all know. The fact that it says, the fatal injuries of 1 laceration in the right lung and 2 in the heart, the 50 plus stab wounds, I wonder when they say mostly defensive, I would really out of curiosity, I would be curious to know more specifically, and if this had gone to trial, and maybe it's coming up later on in the docs, I don't know, but had this gone to trial, that would have had to be narrowed, right? Like how many, they would go through each one, right? And which ones are defensive and which ones are not, and what is the number, right? Is it like, are we looking at like 10 and 40? Are we looking at 20 and 30? Kind of curious just because it can tell a story, in all these different cases where there's knife stabby stab stuff going on. Maddie's fatal injuries included a left lung laceration and a liver laceration. Maddie only had sharp force injuries. Kaylee's fatal injuries included a left lung laceration, a liver laceration, 2 subdural bleeds, and a stab behind her clavicle, which cut her subclavian vein and artery. Kaylee had signs of sharp force injuries, asphyxial injuries, and blunt force injuries. Kaylee had 20 plus stab wounds. This is interesting to me. Now, what I'm wondering, I could see somebody reading this and running away with it as like, oh, she was gagged, or oh, she was whatever. But I'm going to start, to me, what is probably the most, well, I don't know if it's the most likely or not, but something that seems kind of like the logical potentially thing that happened. Maybe it'll be in one of the docs more about it. Anyways, we heard from the people who arrived on the crime scene, right? As far as the blunt force injuries to the face, they were really, really, like, her bone structure was compromised, right? Like they could not even, it was completely bashed in basically. And I'm wondering if these asphyxial injuries are from the face being caved in so you can't breathe. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? I'm not like an expert on asphyxiation, but that seems like a logical thing. Defensive or was she tortured? If you're going with the time frame that was presented by the state of like, I mean, what did we end up doing the math on? Like max 7 minutes or something like that. There's not enough time for torture. Not enough time for torture. Even if it was just one victim, even if Xana was the only victim, that's not enough time for torture. Like that's that, you know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, Heather's had a fever. Are you sick, Heather? I hope you're okay. You know, I mean, and I agree. I totally agree. I agree with this time. That timeline is BS for sure. Yeah, I found that interesting too. Knees and Z's that Ethan and Kaylee both had subclavicle stab wounds. Yeah. Maddie was. And to that end as well, Xana and Maddie both had lungs, right? So Ethan and Kaylee had the left clavicle situation. I guess Kaylee also had the lung. And then Ethan and Maddie had the lung and no clavicle. I mean, having said that, right? I mean, the clavicle and the lung are not that far apart from each other. It's basically the, you know, if you're just like, if somebody's just like stabbing willy-nilly, you could see that, you know, those places, you know, it'd be one thing if it was like the toe in the head, right? I mean, you know, I don't know if it's that, seems like you could easily get those different areas, but also they're noting, what's interesting here is they're noting just the fatal ones, right? So we don't know of the less fatal or less lethal stab wounds that they had. They could have, you know, we don't know yet where those are. Maybe we will learn as we go along. Yeah, Heather's answering my question about the asphyxiation restricted her air. Right. That's what I was thinking with the bashing in of the face. Awful, right? I mean, and I'm with you on that. Common sense tell you, or 100% with you on that. Timeline presented by the state and one person is not possible. Right. I mean, literally the first thing that I said to, you know, when one of the defense attorneys asked me about, you know, like learned I was covering the case and it's like, asked me like what I thought of the state's case, basically. Like the first thing I said was, this is long before the plea deal, right? But like the very first thing I said was, their timeline's fucked. Like their time, like, and when I'm like, okay, I've got 10 seconds and I can only, if I'm going to name one thing that is the weakest part of the state's case in 10 seconds or less, right? I got to pick one. I'm going for the timeline. The timeline is enough for me. That's like, that's completely fucked and is not plausible in my opinion. So I totally agree with that. Those are very specific. Well, if you imagine somebody like, I don't know, like if they're just like making a motion to stab, I don't know. I'm just saying those body parts are not that far away from each other. You know what I mean? Subclav has a high rate of mortality. It's an efficient kill location. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't know because I'm just operating with a bushy tail over here. Doctor, I guess the ME said the weapon used was not serrated, single-edged, very sharp, and said a lot of force was used by the suspect. They'll be uploading the final autopsy reports to the case file when they are completed. Okay, on November 16th, I drove from Spokane to the FBI office, met with Special Agent Gunnerson. Several of the clothing items collected during the autopsies were still wet and needed to dry in evidence dryers overnight. Placed the following items in 2 separate dryers and then released them. He signed for the items on 11/16. 2102. So we have November 16th at 1955. So what is that? 7:55 p.m. I'm just trying to see if this makes sense here because he signed for the items. at 21:02. Okay, signing for them. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, are they trying to say they dried that quickly? Because that would be impossible. Are you kidding me, you guys? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys, this might be the worst thing yet so far. And we're on number 32, so we're not that far in, but this might be the worst thing yet. I can't believe I'm reading this. I cannot believe I'm reading this. The items belonging to Kaylee and Maddie were placed into dryer 1. Together in the same dryer. And the items belonging to Xana and Ethan were placed into dryer 2. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. What the actual fuck are you doing? I don't know if the state was going to offer these clothes into evidence, but I'll tell you what, no fucking way they're coming in. No way. Are you fucking kidding me? What the actual fuck? Look, I don't know that they only have 2 dryers. They probably have more than 2, but in the event they only have 2 dryers, you do them one at a time. One in dryer 1 and one in dryer. And then when those are done, you do whatever it is to make it sterile, right? And then you do the other ones. Like, what the fuck? I can't even believe I'm reading this. I cannot believe I'm reading this. Are you kidding me? That's going to bug me if I don't get that T highlighted. Okay. What? They may as well just put them all together. Why not? Why don't you just put them in the dryer with your own clothes from home if you're doing laundry? Why not? Who cares? Like, let's just contaminate everything. Dude, this is crazy. And so remember, I haven't gotten to the handling of like the forensic evidence as far as these docs go. Like, so far, we've seen complete incompetence with the SD card and whatnot, right? But like, we haven't gotten to, we're getting further into the part where the stakes are increasingly high as we go along, right? So if you were to take and apply, say, the types of mistakes and whatever that have been made so far, and then if you were to take that and apply it to all the forensic evidence as we go along, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I don't have words. Time frame wise. So I'm going off of my memory here. I think the 7 minutes, if I recall thinking it got down to 7 minutes, right? And that was the total time from the state suggesting leaving the car. Like, that's just not 7 minutes in the house. Like, that's 7 minutes total, which I think is why they had Gunderson do his little run around the house. And for some reason, I always picture him in his socks and on his little test out, which I don't even get me started on that. They had him do two of them. And one was like 2 minutes and the other was 4 minutes. And I think that's why, because they had to allow time for a person to be getting in and out and then into the car. Basically, they're timing it off of the surveillance footage of the Elantra, right? So the last time you see the Elantra before, and then when they see the Elantra after, right? So, I mean, it's shocking. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is why, like I keep saying, the timeline, that would strain credulity, even if it was one person with a machine gun and they were like a trained assassin. Honestly, that to get 4 people like that on different floors of the house in that period of time, and to do it in a way where you're not leaving evidence everywhere. Like, and by evidence, I mean, your own blood or getting, and then not contaminating the vehicle and all this, right? So it's like the way I've described it before is like, let's just say there was only one victim. And let's say that when the 7 minutes started, you're already in the house and you're already in the room with one victim. Let's just say it's one victim. And let's just say that they're unconscious from something else, just for the sake of the example. Like, they're literally not even awake. Okay. And they're not going to wake up. Like, they're unconscious, whatever. I don't know. Just for the sake of the example, like, they're lying still, right? I could be convinced maybe that a person in that situation where it's one victim and the person has 7 minutes, but they're already in the room. I could be convinced that could be done. But obviously that is not at all what we have. I mean, it's just, anyways, okay, I've talked about it a ton on all other live streams, and it's just, it'll never make sense, any type of sense to me. Oh, it's like a drying cabinet. Okay, so does it have different, thank you for this, a forensic dryer. So does it have like different dryers within it? Let's look it up and see. Because is this going to give me hope that potentially these items were not all contaminated with each other? Because that would be great. I'm looking it up. Let me share my screen. You guys remember the weird bathtub from the other day? That was wild. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. So it looks like, so you've got, interesting. So some of these forensic dryers only have one compartment, but then you also have some that have two. So if they're saying dryer 1 and dryer 2, dryer 1 could have 2 compartments. Dryer 2 could have 2. I mean, maybe they have some with even more than that. Oh, there's a 3-parter. But also they make them with 1 compartment, and it's not, we don't know. It's not specified. So if it's just dryer 1 and dryer 2 and they're 1 compartments, it is crazy looking though, isn't it? Look at this dude. Can we make this bigger? Oh my God, this is so funny. So this is obviously someone who they hired to, and they said, pose like you're a forensic scientist. That's what they said. They said, hold on, let me scroll down. Oh my God, that is so fucking funny. Pose like you're a forensic scientist with this shirt. Trying to make you, oh my God, this website sucks. His face though. Look at that. He's got his safety goggles on, guys. Oh my God. Mary just crossed into Georgia. Thanks for letting us know. One parent, yes, that's because the face had the blunt force trauma. I don't think there's any way one can say that. There's plenty of ways to create blunt force trauma with other things, as we well know, not to try to make light of the situation, but you know, that's how the whole thing started, you know. But anyway, there's plenty of ways that blunt force trauma can occur without an additional weapon. What they, when they said that, they were basing it off of blunt force injuries without recognizing that those can occur without a second weapon. So they can't say that for sure. That was the parents after the sentencing hearing. They said that at the press conference thing. Is everybody still safe from the tsunami? That guy is not real. Correct. I agree. Thank you, Heather, coming in clutch with the blunt force trauma. There it is. Blunt force trauma. It preserves the garment. James coming fancy with the word garment. Look at you, James, with the word garment. Love it. Million squirrel points for you on that one, James. Not sure about Tonka. Are you talking about with the tsunami? Also, Happy Annie. We got a lot of squirrel friends who are on the West Coast. Yeah, right. Happy Annie is I think even more vulnerable, from my understanding of what is it, Vancouver Island? Oof. What if the tsunami goes all the way up the snake and then like 200 feet high? Then you better get your snorkel gear, Twiz. Yeah, Tonka's in Alaska. Now, I don't know where in Alaska, right? Because you could be inland. But like, let's, just because we love Happy Annie, let's look this up real quick. Let's go back to our maps because we love it. Squirrely map time. Let's just see. Okay, so here's where Happy Annie is, somewhere on Vancouver Island. Let me zoom out a little bit. So where is hold on. And then here's Alaska up there. So depending on how high up, like north or south, basically, right, the tsunami is, But there's Vancouver Island where Happy Annie's. Happy Annie, I hope you're safe. If anyone has her phone number, please text her. So there you go. Wow. So there, so, and I know Tonka has told us where in Alaska he is. I just don't fucking remember. Oh man. See, but what scares me though is the island part of it too, right? Because like surrounded by water. 200-foot wave is that what the new reports are? Thanks for keeping me posted. Those of you guys in the chat who are getting updates on this. Oh my God, I don't like this at all. Tonka's in Anchorage. Really? Why do I feel like that? I thought it was a smaller. I remember thinking it was like a place I hadn't heard of, but anyways. Great point from Too Fast. If Payne moved to Alaska, became a senator, he could rename Nome to Nome. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you for that. A million squirrel points for you as well. Too Fast on that one. We had James with Garment, and we have Too Fast with this wonderful, very astute comment here about Payne. Happy Annie. Oh my God. How did you know? We were just talking about, like, literally, do I even need to say it? Look at what we're looking at. Oh my God. Thank God you're here. Did you have a feeling that we were literally worried about you? Because if so, you're correct. Your squirrel intuition was on point. If that's what, because I mean, come on, could we get literally, I was just saying, like, oh my God, surrounded by water. Oh, I'm so glad you're here though, so that we can not worry as much because we can hear from you. Oh my God. Oh, I don't like that at all. Tsunamis, I don't even want to. That was always one of my scariest things as a kid, like of all the different natural disasters. I just don't like it. Wow. So let's take a look since we're at it, guys. Let's take a look. So the only thing I saw was the initial notification, and it said the far east of Russia. Does anyone know where more specifically it originated, the earthquake was? Because we can take a look. It's in a book, A Reading Rainbow. Okay, so Alaska being way closer, right? So it depends on, let me zoom in. Also, you know, if ever there was a good time to have someone who can read Cyrillic, I am that person. I can read Cyrillic. Some of you guys may not know, but I'm nearly fluent in Russian. Because far east, right? Like Russia's fucking huge. Where does it even turn into? Like, where is the border? So basically the far east, but like, again, north to south, we got a large region there. Oh, there's Japan, I guess. Zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, Russia's fucking ginormous. So it's crazy. Jeez. Let's see here. Thank you. Since we are derailed a bit. Well, that's classic for we've actually done really well staying on point, I feel like, these days, but you know, we're way overdue for a Squirrely World tour. Since we were derailed a bit in 2004, day after Christmas, 9.3 earthquake near Sumatra generated tsunamis killing. Is that the one that came to Hawaii? Because if so, I visited that site when we went to Hawaii. I think that might be the same one. Indian Ocean is not monitored like the Pacific. Awful. Okay, thanks for keeping us posted here. Thank you. So Gora and then Elbrus. So that's the Elbrus mountain. And then, I mean, I don't know, we're going to find it here in a sec. Thank you for that, Amelia. Kamchatka Peninsula. Okay, let's see here. Aha. Okay. We're zooming out. We're going to get an idea. That's where the earthquake was. Okay. Okay, good. We're getting a better idea. Wait, where? Huh. Okay. You know what's so funny? I had for some reason I was wondering if this thing was the culprit. I didn't know what it was called. Okay. Right. So there's Japan, right? There's Sapporo. So I guess Japan is safe because I guess it's just radiating out this way, right? I mean, because obviously that would be, and I guess Russia too could have been, if it went this way. Jesus, guys? Can you imagine though, in terms of the death toll, if the earthquake originating here, if the tsunami had gone this direction? Can y'all see my mouse to the left? Holy fuck! So Alaska is, distance-wise, is the closest to the peninsula. If it's going this direction. Fuck. Do we know did we confirm that Tonka was in, where was it that you said, Twiz? Anchorage? Did we confirm that? Do we know for sure Anchorage? Because here's Anchorage. So, that's better than not Anchorage, right? Like, oh God, this is just making me so scared. Oh my God. Wow. So considering it's up this high. Yeah. Tonka. We need to know if you're okay. Yeah. And then here's Happy Annie down here, Vancouver Island. Wow. I hate this. I hate this for you guys. And you guys, I hate this for the planet. Like, I hate this for the planet. I hate this for the planet. This is so scary. Yeah. Mount Elbrus. Yep. What I call Elbrus Mountain, but yeah, Mount Elbrus, that makes more sense. Gora means mountain, right? So, yep, me too. Too fast. Being gone to which volcanoes in Hawaii did you go to? Did you go to the big one on near Kona? That's the one I was on. My mom was like, "Here, sit on it while I take a picture." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" The thing was like, it was like in one of those moments where anyway, I was like, "I'm not doing that." The water rushing back out is equally disastrous. I hate this. Oh, the 2011 9.1 quake was the one. Well, when I went to Hawaii and we visited those sites, this might have been a tsunami from like the 40s. When we visited those sites, I was in middle school. So that was in like, I don't even know, 2000, much earlier in the 2000s when we went to the site. It was the one where they had the school kids. And I thought it was like the day after Christmas. I could be wrong, but it might have been one from like the 40s or something, but like it's killed all the school children. We went to the graveyard and it was just depressing as fuck. Are you commenting on the from what we're looking at here, like in terms of the concentric circles, or are you watching like are they able to show what it looks like? Are you talking about like live right now? I guess, are they able to, if there's like a live feed of it, we could totally pull that up. I just didn't, I guess I imagine because, nighttime having said that, it would be way earlier, wouldn't it, over there? It would be way earlier. I wonder if it's still light out. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. She messaged Tonka. Oh. Twiz now weighing in. The chance it hits the West Coast is low, in my opinion. Thanks, Twiz. Twiz weighs in. Could be another segment. We have Twiz reads. We have Twiz weighs in. I know we have to math. I know it's awful. Well, and I'm like middle school, so like I can't even fucking like see. I remember being in middle school, but like I don't remember which years those were. I just remember like in middle school. Well, also we went twice. I was in 6th grade one time and 8th grade another time. Stop it, Twiz. Imagine hitting Alaska. I'm not going to do that. I'm literally not going to do that. That's awful. Moon looks way weird tonight too. Okay. Generally the wave is circular. Got it. Heather, what moon phase are we on? I feel like Heather will just know off the top of her head. Twiz says it's not wintertime. Thank you, Twiz. Good job. Thank you. Right. I forgot to account for the time zone. Thank you for that. Needs some the sun doesn't set for almost 2 hours. Okay. So it is. I wonder, do they have drones out there like that are like flying overhead? Let me know if there's something like that where you can see the wave, and we'll pull it up if you guys want to see. I'm curious if they've got something. God, look at how tiny the US is compared to other things. Amazing. Twiz, are you going to do any Twiz reads? Those islands. That's Twiz's. So Twiz's, are you saying when you say those islands, do you mean this little string down there, like at the bottom of Alaska? Is that your bet? He's not going to do Twiz reads. That's a bummer. He's about to fall back to sleep. Oh, thank you. You won't see the wave in the open ocean only when it hits land. Okay, thank you. Okay, so where did we start here? We started by this dude, right? Posing with the forensic dryer. All right, now we're going to go back to the docs. We'll get a little bit further here. So let me just unshare, reshare. All kinds of things on this live stream, right? Okay, so I freaked out about the dryers already. Okay, so here's the clothes. Again, we already saw these because these were recounted up top earlier. So, okay, I transferred the remainder of the evidence items back to MPD and placed them into the evidence fridge in the MPD evidence room. Better than the floor of the Lollyport. On November 17th, 2022, in the morning, I drove to the FBI office located at Coeur d'Alene and met with Special Agent Bryan Gunderson. I removed the dried items from the dryer 1 and dryer 2 and packaged them back in their original bags. It's interesting that she didn't give a time. And the reason I say that, again, it's different from before. All the other times there's a time, like a specific time, like, and then now it's in the morning. I mean, I'm just noticing it. I can't not notice it. I removed the dried items, package them back into their original bags. Shouldn't they go into new bags and you keep the original bags? Because never mind, no point. At this point, they're probably cross-contaminated anyway, so who cares? I mean, I care, but they don't care. Along with the items, I turned over to S.A. Gunderson. I collected 2 additional items from S.A. Gunderson. One bag, which contained the drop sheet, filter, and security tag from dryer 1, and one bag, which contained the drop sheet, filter, and security tag from dryer 2. I mean, it'd be better if you hadn't combined from what it seems like. I mean, the other thing is this, right? As far as, was it a 2-compartmenter or a 1-compartmenter per dryer? There's only one filter. So thinking back to the ones we just looked at where it's like multiple compartments in one dryer, you better believe if they have it that way, they would each have their own filter. This, I think, is confirming my earlier fear, which is that they put the combined clothes because there's one filter from each dryer and one drop sheet. Let me highlight this. Fucking hell. Oh my God. One bag which contained the drop sheet, filter, and security tag. Yep, they're combined. I hate it. I appreciate which scroll friend was it? Whatever clever, our scroll friend who enlightened us as to these forensic dryers, and that we love learning. However, I equally as much hate that it does confirm, I think, here that these were the one dryer units. S.A. Gunderson released the items back to me on 11/17 at approximately 11:28 hours. I transported these items back to MPD on November 17th. I worked with TS, MPD evidence technician, and booked in all these items collected from the autopsies into MPD evidence. Fucking hell. They've evacuated all beaches and marinas. Alarms are going off. Oh my God, I hate this. This is where you're at. Are you going to go? Are they letting you out of work? Are you going to go evacuate? Fucking hell. Well, Twiz had a theory, right? That the islands. It seems like he was referencing the islands before where you're at, Annie, that they were going to stop the whole thing. And it seems like maybe Twiz perhaps not the weather expert that we thought he was. Perchance. Oh my God. Heather says, I'm laying here imagining what would happen to Twiz's beard if placed in a forensic dryer. Great. I love it. Love it. Love it. That is amazing. Thank you for that. The dryer, one thing I can say is the dryer would then smell like sandalwood, I would say. That's one thing. Right. James, yes. They should never be in the same dryer. One would think. Dumb. Yes. Not just dumb, but that evidence is fucked. That evidence is just useless now. It's just beyond. No, says Twiz. I need to use a lot of oil. But the heat from the dryer though would allow, because when you've got an oil like that has some sort of essence to it and you heat it up, it does emanate the smell, right? So I don't know. I like a little tiny drop of that oil, you put it in a dryer, it might smell like 1,000 beard oils, Should someone test it out? Twiz, test it out. Happy Annie is at Vancouver Island, I believe. Somewhere on Vancouver Island if she's not able to answer. Good night, Amanda. Love you so much. Love seeing you as always. That's so funny. I remember those days, Amanda, when my phone thought it was Twix and then it learned that it was not. Now my phone, if I type TWI, it's going to automatically do Twiz. And it'll probably also suggest the pants emoji. You don't know how beards work. True. True. Yeah. Because the last thing Happy Annie said was alarms to evacuate. And I wonder if that's what's happening. And if so, then please, then of course, that's why you're not in the chat. But if you're listening, we love you and we hope you're safe. We're thinking about you. Okay, number 33. Okay, we've got this was dated 11/22 from Tyson Barrett. On 11/21 at around 14:30 hours, I met with U of I Deputy Director somebody regarding safe security camera footage on campus. Oh, so funny, right? Because I was just talking about campus footage and from the real life scenario where, yeah, you guys heard that story. We provided somebody an external hard drive to recover the footage, and he completed the transfer of information. So somebody was able to complete transfer of information. Clearly, it wasn't Mowery. After receiving the hard drive, I immediately turned it over to the FBI agent, David Bodley. That's an interesting last name. So his team could review the data. Okay. Alarms are to get to higher ground. Fucking hell. Yeah, me too is that for that as well. Lost faith in the evidence collection for John O'Keefe. Yeah. I mean, it's just... Are you in Colorado, Amelia? Why am I thinking Colorado? I feel like it's Colorado, but I could be wrong. I'm just curious if where you're at in relation to the tsunami. Oh, man. So we're glad Happy Annie's okay. All right, on to number 34. Again, this is dated November 22nd. This is from Rosinsky. Rosinsky booking of 2 cigarette butts. Oh, interesting. On Detective Adams's behalf. That's it. Are we going to know where they were found? Okay, there we go. On 11/21, I was asked by Detective Adams to book 2 cigarette butts and evidence that he collected. He brought the 2 cigarette butts to the MPD evidence room where I watched him place them both into 2 separate. Where did you find them? Oh my God. Maybe we'll find out. I sealed the the envelopes, the evidence tape, and signed the tape for both. The chain of custody was filled out on both envelopes. I booked the 2 envelopes into MPD evidence and requested they be sent to the state lab. I took photographs of the cigarette butts and attached them to this case file. For the love of God, where were they found? Now, they could have been there from whenever, but still, if for anyone who was there for our coverage of Ezra McCandless, the cigarette butts were a huge part of trying to figure out that story of how the crime scene unfolded. Also a stab situation on that one. Having said that, it was in a remote area where there would not have been cigarette butts, but there were, because the victim and the defendant, well, the person who was now convicted, were the ones who were smoking them. But anyway, yes. Okay, on to 35. So this is, who is this? Justin Dean. Again, interesting. A lot of these are dated November the 22nd. Okay, on November 21st, at approximately 11:57 p.m., I was asked by Captain, 11:57 a.m., I think. I was asked by Captain Tyson Barrett to follow up on a possible lead in the homicide. I was told a Mexican, highlighter. Interesting. A Mexican drug dealer with the moniker, I don't have something, was possibly selling drugs to several frats and sororities on the University of Idaho campus. I told Captain Barrett I would contact several of my contacts, see if anyone knew of the person. At approximately 12:04, so this would be p.m. So that means that this is definitely 11:57 a.m. Just making sure in my brain, I'm not used to military time. At 12:04 p.m., I began contacting my fellow Quad Cities Drug Task Force detectives. None of the detectives had heard of a so-and-so selling cocaine in the Quad Cities. At approximately 12:11 p.m., I reached out to the Bureau of the ATF. Oh, fuck, the ATF. I'm just saying, oh, fuck, because Brian Higgins, right? Out of the Spokane, Washington office reference, and they asked if they knew of this person. They hadn't heard of them, but said they would reach out to other agencies. You know, another thing, right? I was told. By who? Because it's like, okay, I was told a Mexican drug dealer. Did the crime scene speak to you like Trooper Paul? You were told in a dream. You were told by a psychic. You were told, you were told. And I understand, obviously we wouldn't need to know the name, but the fact, in other words, they didn't put a name and redact it of who told them this. They should, there should have been, they should have listed, who told you this? Oh my God, it's just, it should have had included in this at the time, the person who told them this, and then it would have been redacted for us, but at least then I wouldn't be as mad. Okay. They're asking more people. They hadn't heard of it. Right. They're going to reach out. I also spoke to somebody at approximately 13:13. So that's 1:13 p.m. They also had never heard of this person and said they would contact if they heard anything. I also spoke with Brandon DeMeyer with Benton County Sheriff's Office in Washington. So no one so far has heard of this person, but said he would contact his local detectives about the name and let me know if he found anything. I'll be waiting to see if any information can be found out about it. So will we. I'm on the edge of my seat. Some of you guys may already know what comes of this. I don't, because again, I haven't read on. Okay, next. Well, we learn more about the Mexican drug dealer. Doug is in Italy, right? But where's Amelia? Okay. Oh, your daughter's in Colorado. That might be why I'm thinking Colorado. You might have been talking about going to Colorado or something, and that's why that got in my brain. But you're in Chicago. Okay, cool. Higgins shows up. I'm swinging. Hang on. Some of you guys, I'm sure, could anticipate where this was going to go.
Please. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. You tell me, playa. I am not a hoe.
Speaking of Higgins, I mean, right? Thank you. You read my mind, whatever, clever. If you had to guess how many Mexican drug dealers live in Idaho, right? Literally, sounds like a made up story. That's what I was thinking. And that is why, thank you for reading my mind. That is literally why I was like, because what I was thinking was, how many people said this and were they legitimate or credible? Well, we don't know because we don't know who they were, but it was one person. Sounds like one person. We don't know who this person is, right? So literally that's why I was thinking that, because I'm like, well, right? I totally agree. It sounds not plausible. Agree with you on that one. I'm going to go eat some pengies. You enjoy your pengies. Interesting. You know, yeah, you're totally, I'm with you on this because the Mexican drug cartel is like, you know, I guess there's some people who maybe just jump to that. I don't really understand, but I'm also not in that realm of like the people who would do that. Like, I don't know, like blame the cartel. Like, it's just, you know, interesting. They were initially blamed for the Pikeville, Ohio murders. Yeah. How many children does it take to feed Jeff and Shalia per week? At least as many can fit in the hot tub. What was it, 13? I think it was 13. It was either 13 or 15. And then once they've eaten them, then they replenish them with a new batch into the hot tub. That's my theory. All right, so now we have Tyson Barrett also on the 22nd. That's a great question. Somebody ask AI or Kane ask AI. Whoever uses AI, someone needs to ask AI that question. That would be amazing. They cook them in the they could cook them in the hot tub, maybe. I would not put it past them. All right, 11:22 from Tyson Barrett. On 11:22 at about 11:20 hours, I met with somebody at the U of I Office of Civil Rights and Investigations. I provided this person with a new USB storage device to which she saved documents pertinent to the investigation. On 11:22 at around 11:30 hours, I met with FBI agent Alex Skelton. Oh, like skeleton. At the police department. I gave Agent Skelton the USB storage device containing the documents that they provided. All right, good. Better than not providing it. Okay, let's pull up some more. Please, sir, may I have some cheese? It's from Muppet Christmas Carol. None of you guys were expecting Dickens quoted via the Muppets from a Christmas movie where you never know what you're going to get when you come here, right? Keep you on your toes. Yeah, fear mongering. Thank you again, reading my mind. That was what I was looking for. The fear mongering. That's it. Thank you. You're on a roll. Fear mongering. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. The Mexican and Colombian. Right. And of course, if it's not the Mexican, right, it would be the Colombian drug cartel. You know, they tried the same thing. The defense in Alex Murdaugh's trial tried to do the same thing with this. In the low country of South Carolina in the swamp. It's just like, is run like, yeah. For sure. I know this. I mean, anybody who's seen Breaking Bad, am I right? Also, it's a great show. Run like a multinational corporation. Yes, there's violence, but nobody's 100%. Nobody's killing for upper class. Yeah. White kids in Idaho. 100% couldn't agree more. They've got better things to fucking do. Privilege, right. Yes. Cheese, you say yes. Please, me. Because in the movie, it's the little Mises. That's what I call them. They're mice, but I call them the little Mises. They're the little Mises, and they're asking for cheese. Cute. And now I'm just picturing them, and I'm like, I hope they got their cheese. So cute. Cartels are in Canada now. I mean, sure. Maybe. I mean, but again, it's not just the location for me. I think that strains credulity, and maybe also for you, whatever, clever, but like literally the targets. Like, anyway, yeah, it's just, again, it's not even worth explaining because it's just so silly. All right, next we have Rosinsky on 11:23. Files pickup, evidence. Okay, narrative. And then we have Agent, I'm going to call him Agent Skeleton because it's just more festive. On 11:23, Agent Skeleton with the FBI requested files to be picked up from the Office of Civil Rights and Investigations. Agent Skeleton provided me with 2 thumb drives. I've transported the thumb drives to the office where I met with somebody. They downloaded the files onto the SanDisk thumb drive. Once complete, the person gave them the SanDisk thumb drive, and I transported both thumb drives back to the MPD, and I returned both thumb drives to Agent Skeleton. There we go. Another one's down. Doo-doo-doom. Boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Do you have to be Mexican to be cartel? Well, you could be Colombian. Are there Russian cartel? Well, they probably call them something different in Russia. I wonder what it is. Let me look that up because I guess it would probably be the mafia, not the cartel. Is there a there is a difference. That was a stupid question. I'm going to take that question back. Let me just see if they have a, like, what is the Russian? Well, Google's recommending mafia. Let's see. These groups are not a single unified entity, but rather a collection of syndicates, often referred to by names like Bratva, meaning brotherhood. Interesting. You know what's so funny? I do so much better if this was in Russian versus like in English trying to be Russian, because it just doesn't make sense in my brain. Like give it to me in Cyrillic. Yeah, I don't want the catch-all term. Anyways, I could go on a whole tangent. Let me not do, I can do that later. I'm just really curious. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like the Russian version of cartel. Like I just want to know more, you know? The Sinaloa. That's Colombia, right? Oh, you meant just a drug cartel. Gotcha. I mean, that's what made me think of the question, though. It's like, are there certain countries that have a cartel? Because I feel like there are. And like which countries? And that's where I was going with the Russian one. What is a cartel exactly? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're on to 38. So we have 1128 from Dollinger, whatever, however you say it. I hope Happy Annie's okay. I hope Mary's still driving safely. I hope Super Planner Girl is sleeping soundly, and also Flash. I think they're the only two who've gone to bed so far. Okay. On November 18th, 2022, I met with MPD property coordinator, somebody. Release the following items of evidence. I then transfer. Okay, this is right. Okay, nothing really to read there. Let's move on. Great, making some headway. Oh, and now we have a Mowery with an eBay sales warrant. All right, on November 26th, I requested and was granted a warrant for eBay for the sale of the following items. A K-bar full-size U.S. Marine Corps fighting knife. A K-bar. I have a question. I haven't used eBay in like 20,000 years. The last time I used it, it was back when it was still used items from like single individuals, okay? Has eBay become kind of more like an Amazon where you can buy an item that has an actual like serial number, like what we're seeing here, where it's brand new, like a store, you know what I mean? Because like when I'm thinking they're searching for these on eBay, it's like useless because it could be like from 10 million different sellers and like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what eBay is like these days. I didn't know anyone even still used eBay. And why are we searching eBay and not like other things? Like the first thing you think of is eBay to search for them. Like what? I have so many questions. So this is for all also. This is the first time we're seeing the word K-bar so far in these docs in the order that we're going chronologically. But like the first place you search is eBay. That'd be I wouldn't even think of eBay, but literally if someone provided me with a list of like every type of retailer, eBay would be the last one I would check that sells. Like it just doesn't. I'm going to sound redundant if I say it doesn't make sense, huh, guys? So anyways, I'm highlighting it because A, this is insane, and B, it's the first time they say K-bar, fucking eBay. Why not Temu, right? Thank you, James. Thank you. I've been around that long. Wait, what? Oh, for eBay? Yeah, we're talking like, I don't know, middle school, high school. That's when I remember like eBay was like a thing. And it was like, you could sell like I used to sell like any clothes and stuff I didn't want anymore or purses, whatever. I used to like sell them on there for like $5 and it's like, yay, whatever. I don't think I ever really bought anything on eBay. Okay, so I mean, right? That's the thing. This is crazy. Thank you for this comment. I check Etsy for a K-bar knife before eBay. Exactly. I don't even know the last time I went. Right. I mean, I honestly thought it was defunct. I mean, I just didn't. I mean, I would have imagined it would have gotten just like bought out by Amazon or whatever. Like, why would anyone? Whatever. This is crazy. It's like saying, okay, we're gonna go and check people. Like, we're gonna go and subpoena records from the different like email like service providers, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna check AOL first and not Gmail. It's like that's honestly still even an understatement with that example, right? Or Hotmail. mean, which one is like more defunct or older? And I know there's people that still use those, but like, I don't know. I think AOL actually is probably the oldest. Anyways, speaking of which, today I was actually getting some information from a new client at the firm, and their email was AOL. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's like checking MySpace. Yeah. eBay was started to sell Beanie Babies. Who here had Beanie Babies, by the way? Any of you guys? Did y'all have Beanie Babies? I did. I didn't do the thing where like you get them to collect them and sell and like whatever. I had like a couple that I thought were the cutest that I cuddled with, and like, you know, not for money's sake. Craigslist. Yes. Thank you, God. It's a blast from the past. Craigslist. Right. Yeah. Wow. I think Craigslist still exists. Does MySpace still exist? So eBay, there we go. Mary's dad uses eBay to buy a new choice. So it's still a thing. Interesting. I mean, the reason, like, again, right? If you imagine, so if it really is still just like individual sellers, this search up here is completely useless because somebody might have one and they sell it. And then like, what are you expecting to gain from this? There's not going to be any type of way to track it down. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. That had to be Mowery's idea. Is this a Mowery? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, literally. I was like, oh, it has to be Mowery. Honestly, of all people, leave it. This makes sense now. That Mowery's like, okay, what's the first place I'm going to check? eBay, where it's individual sellers who don't use any type of consistent number to how they label things. And they probably have one of those items and it's probably used. And then they sell it one time and then they go and sell some other item in their house. But before even you get to any of that, the fact that his brain thought of eBay, like, again, in my mind, I'm like, eBay doesn't exist anymore. Like, it's just like, I don't even know. Does he still have a car phone? No, he wouldn't even know how to use one of those. Wow. Okay. On November 26th, I logged into the eBay law enforcement e-request system located at, oh, there's the link. We know he can click on a link. We have learned that. I received an email from eBay. He can check his email. Provide me with an internal case number. I received another email. The files ready to download. This is so silly. What a waste of fucking time. Examining the files, eBay, shocker. eBay showed no, and then in parentheses, 0. Honestly. The clarification here, but I'm highlighting this because it's fucking funny. I don't even know. In examining the files, eBay showed no, 0 purchases for the numbers. I'm shocked, you guys. How many of you guys are shocked? I totally thought they were going to turn up with something pertinent. I'm shocked right now. However, in examining the files, eBay showed several user IDs associated with the sale of these. This is so stupid. I just, he's like, however, like, in other words, like, all is like, this was still a good idea. Like, what? Unbelievable. He's like, I didn't completely suck. No, you did. Let's follow it up. No subscriber information, IP addresses, payment information, or customer records were provided. Good job. Good job. Welcome, Truth Seeker. I think you're just now getting here. Welcome. MySpace just does music now. Interesting. Do you want to come up, Kane? Do you want to come on and do Kane Reads? I don't know if that's what you have in mind by reading Kane Blow, but like, you can do that too if you want. You're welcome to come on since Twiz is like falling asleep or whatever. Oh, no one knows better how to help put together a recital than I do. I would say, as far as at least people here on the channel, although also Kit Smiths, shout out Kit Smiths. Gosh, with the two of us combined, anybody could have the best recital ever, I would say. Will there be hookers? Yeah, of course, Kane. Always. Yeah. Twiz is complaining. It's safe here. Chelsea won't even let me yell at them. Got that right. Keep you on that short leash, Twiz. Hey, you guys, how long is Twiz's leash? Y'all want to put some guesses? And how long is Twiz's leash that I have him on, as he referenced the other night, last night? Mm-hmm. 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 3 inches. Why did I just think that's what she said? Anyways, 3 inches. That James weighing in. Love it. Anyone else want to weigh in? How long is Twizz's leash? As these user IDs are associated with a knife sheath purchase before or after the 13th. Before or after? As opposed to just on the one. Like, what? I'm requesting. I'm requesting the assistance of Latah County Prosecutor's Office. Oh, I see. Because it's not the day of the homicide, right? I guess that kind of makes sense. This is just such a. It's stupid that he's doing this in the first place. But what I just honestly, I'm not even fucking read all this. This is so. Oh my god! It just gets. I feel like it's making me dumber as I read it. The eBay storefront or web store. This is, what is happening? The first thing you should think is Amazon. And the second thing you should think is like whatever, I don't even know what they are, but like if there's a chain, like chains of like sporting goods would be second. What is it? Like Dick's Sporting Good? I don't know if that's the type of place where you go, but places that are like hunting gear and whatnot, right? But I would say Amazon should be your first look. The copy of the receipt to eBay somebody and something at ebay.com. Wow. Oh boy. All right. Good job. Onward. Number 40. Very short. Girth is where it at. Miss Q, haven't seen you in a while. I'm so happy to see you, my friend. Is it leather with studs on it? You know it. Actually, for anyone who doesn't know this, I happen to be a big fan of studs. One of my favorite things that I have that people would probably be surprised to learn that I have is I have an anvil, an actual anvil that I got from Harbor Freight. Shout out to Harbor Freight, one of my favorite stores. I have an anvil, and I have a rivet setter, but it's not just any rivet setter. It's a pyramid stud rivet setter, which honestly is really funny. I've never bought anything on Etsy before except one time. The one thing I bought on Etsy was this pyramid rivet setter because it's the only place in the world you can buy it, apparently. And this was not that long ago. This was maybe a couple of years ago. So basically, like, this is a custom thing. It's a rivet setter specifically for pyramid studs, so that you can take the anvil and the rivet setter and you can put pyramid studs on whatever you fucking want. Because I love pyramid studs and I put them on everything. So there you go. Why in the world would you? Did you like my reasoning too fast? That's literally all I use it for. Pyramid studs. They don't have the knife. I mean, well, I haven't read all the documents, but I don't think they have the knife. Am I bedazzling? That would be the word, not the word I would use. Maybe like be punking, or be meddling, be spiking, something like that, I wouldn't be caught dead with a fucking rhinestone. No offense to people who like rhinestones. That's not me. I like the pyramid studs. That's funny, James. Steampunking? I've never really been clear on steampunking. Isn't that like the style from like whatchamacall? Oh fuck. Why am I blanking on it? Oh my god, how am I blanking on this? Hold on. The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. He's the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Oh my god, somebody help me. Who is the Demon Barber of Fleet Street? I know all the songs. Fucking hell. Who's the Oh my god. Oh my god. The Demon Barber. I'm just gonna have to look it up. This is gonna drive me crazy. The Demon Barber. Sweeney Todd. I remembered it as soon as I started searching. I got as far as THE. And then I remembered it's Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd. Isn't it like that? Because I mean, do people actually, is that actually like a thing? But anyway, no, this is more punk, like punk. For any of you guys who didn't know, I used to have a mohawk, I had a red mohawk for a couple of years. It was my fave. Twiz is saying they said they never found the murder weapon, not that they didn't find his knife. Well, they did say they didn't find the knife, like over and over again. Am I confused? I mean, they said over and over again they never found the knife they think did the killing, right? I mean, that's not in question. Sweeney Todd, yes. A Sweeney Todd. Yep. That movie is gross. If you're referencing the one with Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter and you're saying that because of their singing, I don't disagree. I made it about 20 seconds in. I can't with the actors when they sing. But the musical is awesome when you see it done by like a professional crew. James says, I can't help but remind you, we greatly appreciate you for taking the time to spend with us. You're very welcome. I love hanging out with you guys. Yeah, they sent out, this is what I thought. Thank you, Too Fast. They sent out a search party for a knife and stolen find. Right. I mean, I don't know why this is like, they didn't find the knife. They found loads. Right. Thank you. And also this part I have heard, even though we haven't gotten here in the docs yet, I did hear this on somewhere that they found loads of knives. Right. Correct. No, actually, did we get there? Or am I thinking of the pocket knife? Anyway, they did find loads of knives. That correct, but not the knife that would be attributable to the wounds. But yes, thank you for clarifying on that one. You hate musicals, really? Why? Welcome, KS Jessen Art. I believe your new Squirrel friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a new claim. Oh, it's a new claim. I did not hear this yet. A woman says she saw him by. Interesting. Thank you for that. I had not heard that yet. Also, welcome, everyone. Please let's give a nice scrolly warm welcome to KS Jessen Art. And it sounds like you're an artist, which is amazing. I can't draw to save my life. You can never understand. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. The music and the dancing, yeah. I have a 3-minute window if I want you to read. Pop on. Oh, you don't have a link. How did I do that again? Yeah, for some of you guys who didn't know this about me, by the way, I did some of you guys, I'm sure. I did professional musical theater growing up for years, and I absolutely loved it. The singing and the dancing, you know, The Wizard of Oz musical. Yeah, it would be hard for me to pick a favorite. I mean, fucking like, then you look at something like Hamilton, right? Which just like completely, I don't know, completely different, right? As far as like the classics, like I love Rodgers and Hammerstein, like The Sound of Music. I mean, I could sing the entire fucking musical start to finish. And I'm not going to do that to you guys. Right. Musicals are great for those who understand them. Yeah. I will say that one I think is easier to understand than some of the other ones. And maybe part of that is because there's so many kids, right? So like it's less long vowels potentially. What are you talking about, Kane? Orange? What? Okay, let me see if I can get Kane on here. So we're gonna do some Kane reads. Hold on, real quick. Has Annie checked in? Not since the last time we heard from her, and she said that they were going to find higher ground. That was a little while ago. If anyone wants to scroll back in the chat and see how long ago that was, but if I had to guess, maybe like half an hour. There you go, Kane. Thanos is here. Did anyone ever also do the AI about Jeff and Shalia? What Kane's question was? That was from a while ago. Probably not. Are you coming on, Kane? That's so funny. Doug hates me. I mean, I love rock concerts too. You know, I love it all. I love it. I mean, I have an equal love for classical music as I do for non-classical music, as I do for musicals. Oh, interesting. Wow. But I don't know. With that one, though, I feel like a lot of what made it so amazing was literally just like, I don't even know how to explain it because my brain will explode with how groundbreaking that was on like a rhythmic level, I guess. I guess what I'm thinking is like, I think the words came out fast and furious in Hamilton, right? But like, I feel like even if I didn't know the words, well, again, coming from this background, right, I would be like, holy shit. And I think we do have a Kane. Kane! Yay! He's put his name on here as Jeff Devine. That's hilarious. I think you're muted, Kane. Reading Canebo. Reading Canebo. Are you there? Struggle is real. The struggle is real. Kane. I can't hear him. And I think he's, what are you doing? Are you there? Mm-hmm. He's trying, I think. He's keeping us all in suspense. Okay. If he starts talking, he's muted himself again. I think he's trying to get things figured out.
How's that better?
Here we go. Hi, Kane. Kimbo. Yay.
Kane, where the hookers at?
Ask Twiz that question. Twiz, where are the hookers at?
I'll expect at least 6 hula burgers for this appearance, by the way.
You can have 6 cough drops.
6 cough drops? That's all different form of currency than I'm used to, but I guess I could.
Don't knock them till you try them. Oh my god. That, you guys know. Oh!
Yeah, I forgot what to say. I used to know that one, and I did the Flintstones pretty good.
Nice. Well done. Very good. Yay!
Yay! Sarge said it sounded like the disease that Bryan has. Okay, what am I reading?
That was excellent. Kane. Oh, Twiz responded, by the way. Kane is the hooker. Good answer.
He knows it.
It's a good answer. Wait. Real quick before you read. We have to.
No.
I am not a hoe.
Had to do it. Okay.
The if you remember Craigslist back in the day, they like in 2013 they got shut down because they had something called Backpage, and the FBI raided it one day, and it was like you could just call a number and get a local hooker.
I've heard of this.
And I think that's when the trafficking was really rampant when that video came out. Because, like, you were nobody if you weren't trafficking back then with the Craigslist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There's also the Craigslist killer, as you guys... I mean, there's probably more than one, right?
Yeah, Craigslist, he, like, refused. He could have made so much money off Craigslist. But eBay has always been good. I've sold a lot of stuff on eBay. Not everybody likes Amazon. And the last thing that you should ever use is Amazon.
Okay.
They are a modern day slavery corporation.
Now it all makes sense. Kane wanted to come on so he could tell everybody and he could stick up for eBay.
You better PayPal.
One person that uses eBay, except for Mary's dad. Shout out to Mary's dad. God.
Amazon's really bad. They're bad.
Fine. But
I worked for them. I know. Trust me.
I don't disagree. It's more about you using eBay that it's just fucking funny.
They make their employees drink their own pee.
Yeah,
That's the last thing you expected to hear on your show tonight, wasn't it?
Honestly, I'll be honest that no, we've had things go into way more surprising areas on this show.
No touch zones. Am I supposed to read this business?
Yes, you're supposed to read. Okay, do I need to zoom in more? It might.
No, it's good.
Okay, all right. So we've got a Mowery.
Another Mowery miracle report.
Yeah.
The PowerPoint.
That reminds me, don't forget to watch that music video after we get finished, guys, with the miracle. Okay.
Okay. On November 13th, 2022, I responded to 112 Kicking Road in Moscow, Idaho, in an attempt to interrogate the wireless router located at this residence. That sentence is funny if you read it literally. After speaking
it really is. Wait, yeah, no, you're right.
Where were you on the night, Mr. Router?
Oh my God.
What activities were you doing?
A room with all the lights like they do in the movies, right? A steel table and the lights. Like, it's not like that in real life, but you know what I mean? In the movies, it's like...
they have that lamp now at, like Pixar. They have the full-size lamp.
That's it. Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. The wireless router.
After speaking with Corporal Brett Payne, he informed me the wireless router and cable modem were innocent. And we're located in the living room of the second floor.
The wireless router maintained its Fifth Amendment right, and it didn't say anything. I had to.
They were innocent. They denied everything. After arrival, I used an Ethernet cable to connect my laptop to the LAN.
An Ethernet? You buy your Ethernet?
The router then provided my laptop. This must be the back page stuff. The router then provided my laptop with an IP address and a gateway IP, which we resolved to the router. I attempted to locate a web-based management portal for the device. What was prompted to download the Spectrum. Okay, this is just over mansplaining. What an idiot he is. Scroll down.
And he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know any of it anyway.
He's such a bonehard. Will you please scroll down to the next so I can see the next?
Yes.
Page? I'm not going to read this bullshit.
And he's okay, guys, by the way, for anyone who's listening and not looking.
I don't get paid enough for this. I then called the Chatter Law Enforcement Response Team. What? It's called Alert. Hey, call up Alert. Cousin Alert, he's lurking out there. Sorry. I hear banjo music.
There it is.
Representative and tried to ascertain if Charter Spectrum could rectum data from the router via their diagnostic portal. Damn near killed them. After several days and phone calls to Charter, I spoke with TD, the manager of the Legal Response Operations Center. D stated her team was working on verifying if the hardware router was able to be assessed. On November 17th, 2022, I called Charter and left a voicemail. D returned my phone call and stated her technicians were able to access it. So on November 17th, I again called Charter and left a voicemail. Go down, go down. I've already read all these. There's nothing.
You've already read it? You mean like on your show?
There's nothing. I mean, I read it on my show. Whatever it takes. Just move it down. Their cloud services, and that resulted in the data loss for November 8th through 10th.
Interesting.
I informed D I would be applying for a warrant and requesting that data with the legal process. From my training experience, here we go. I know wireless routers allow wireless devices, phones, tablets, laptops, to connect to them for access to the internet or other devices in the LAN. During this process, after a device has successfully connected to the wireless router, a log of this connection and the specific MAC address of each device is kept on the device. If a user previously selected the Connect Automatically setting while connecting to the wireless router, which is a common default set, you know what this is?
What?
This is all a reference to Brent Kopaka. That's why his phone was wiped, because it connected to the MAC address. It got its MAC address from the 112 router. That's all this is right here. Why else would they even be talking about this? The data previously stored on the wireless router located at 1122 King Road and preserved by Charter Spectrum may show individual MAC addresses and devices connected to the device. If the suspect had previously connected to the wireless router, was in close proximity to the wireless router located in the residence, this device may have automatically connected and appear on the MAC address logs. This could provide evidence of when a device was in close proximity of the router, and on the night Madison Mugg-Kaley's office, Santa Coronado and Ethan Chapin were murdered.
So, I just to appreciate the fact that he had to tell us what are wireless devices with these examples. I highlighted it here. It's amazing. Okay, we can keep going.
Go.
So we have Chris Reeves, and now we also have Reed and Rainbow. Love it. Is Pulley Up a place, guys? I've never heard of this. Is that a place? Pulley Up? Is that a place?
Is FOIA is a request. It's
no, Pulley Up. Everyone keeps saying Pulley Up. What is that? FOIA?
FOIA?
Oh, it is. It's a city in Washington. Okay, I just Googled it.
It's first outside, inside, last arrange.
What? Oh, okay, got it. That's where you're. Is that so? You're at Pulley Up. Is this what we're? I'm probably not saying that correctly. Pulley Up.
I'm trying to play Ingvar right now.
Excellent.
I can't remember. Should I keep going, or is Toys gonna get up there?
Yeah. No, Twiz said he's not reading tonight, and so I'm just so
Twiz
grateful.
is cranky tonight. I don't know what's
cranky.
wrong.
Yeah, I think he is cranky.
The bigger the boy, the bigger the baby.
That's for sure.
The data previously stored on the wireless router located. I read that one. I requested assistance of the Latah County Prosecutor's Office in applying for a warrant to serve on Charter for the data records. I just remember to have lemonade in the freezer and store it at Charter Communications associated with Spectrum. My voice.
Okay. Lemonade in the freezer. Excellent. Do I want to know why?
Did I just make you laugh that hard?
Yes.
Oh.
You should know that I laugh like this all the time during your live streams, but you can't hear me.
I usually can hear you, but I haven't been logging into my chat, so I can't hear the chat like I usually do. Let me take a 1 second break and grab my lemonade.
Yeah, go check your lemonade. We don't want anything bad to happen to lemonade. Y'all, I'm sure you guys hopefully have all seen Kane's lives. They're amazing. Again, I want to reiterate, after this live stream, everybody go watch that video, Miracles, you will thank me. Okay. So while he's doing his lemonade bit, let's see here. Close proximity, right. I require the assistance of the Latah County Prosecutor's Office in applying for a warrant to serve on Charter Spectrum for the data records. Again, Charter, right? That was like from the 90s, right? Anyways.
Okay.
Store. Is it
That
okay?
might be the coldest thing I ever drank in my life before. Wow. It froze the back of my throat. Like literally it was like, when you're watching the movie Ice Castles, and everything crystallizes inside the jug of lemonade. It's Minute Maid lemonade, no sugar. But I have tricks for surviving all these summers down here in Florida. I know they're up complaining up north that it's hot. At least it gets down into the 70s at night.
Yeah, it is 79 here, I think is what it said when I did the weather earlier.
Yeah, we're lucky if we get down into the below 85 at night.
Yeah.
And it always feels like you're opening an oven. Anyway, I requested the assistance for the router and Spectrum Mogul Max serial number on November 21st, 2022. I was granted a warrant for the data preserved by Charter and served the warrant at approximately 20:39 hours.
Charter. I can't. Charter.
At charter.com.
Is he in the wrong century, decade? What is going on? Not
I
Kohberger.
do you remember Time Warner? Time Warner was the shit.
Time Warner. Yeah. Are they
They
still
used the guys used to come out and they'd be like, "You want free HBO, bro?"
around?
Be like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. They hooked it up. I guess they're. It was before it was Time Warner. It was called Warner Time.
Right. I remember.
No, it was actually called Vision Cable here, and then it was called Cable Vision, and then it became Warner.
No way. No way.
Yeah, I was on it. I was on TV. When I was in 8th grade.
You
We
were on
won
TV?
Yep, we won the county championship
Oh my god.
for the football I was the varsity junior league football champion, and I was the nose guard. I was a tough little kid.
What does that mean? Nose guard.
What it means was we won the game because of me. Because I was like, I was only 5'8", and everybody started getting up to be, or I was 5'7" or 5'6", and everybody else was like 5, getting up to 6 foot tall. And, this is middle school. And
Sorry,
I love that bear.
the
The
twerking.
chipmunk
The
feet
twerking.
bear.
The twerk.
I want that thing. Yeah, I could almost smell him from here too.
Oh my god.
Just found him on the
Great.
side of the road. He's the lovable, busted, buck-toothed chipmunk.
It is great.
All right.
It matches the colors I choose perfectly with the teal.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was his doing or yours. I was pretty impressed.
No, it's just it's amazing.
It's amazing
Great.
aqua coordination
Uh-huh.
going on there.
Yeah,
Very well played. Well played.
looks
Joseph.
great. It really makes the doll thing pop. Whatever.
He's kind of a dog face, isn't he? He's like a pig dog.
What is it supposed to be? Too fast? Does it have legs, or is it? It looks like it just is a blob on the bottom. What?
Have you ever seen any of my reels? Where I played at the beginning of the show, and the
Yeah.
last couple I played have the bucktooth guy, and his friend had on the Pepsi ones.
I didn't see
and
that
he's playing
one.
the lottery tickets. Did you see that one?
I did not see that one.
Anyway, he's this kind of bucktooth country guy, and they have a short of him, and he's like, I feel like I'm being targeted, and he's looking, and it's a bucktooth stuffed doll, and then they pan back to him, and he's got the bucktooth, and then you get pan back to the. It's pretty funny. It's a funny one.
Oh, it's a beaver. That makes sense.
Oh, it's a beaver? See, I haven't seen a beaver in a while, so I would know.
You need to look at beaver pictures. Wait, no, don't. No, that's not. You never know what
Bucky
you
the
get with people.
Beaver.
Beavers.
Is that was he a Beanie Baby, Bucky the Beaver?
I think that's a cartoon character.
Oh.
Oh my god, beavers are so cute. I forgot how
I
low
feel like they
are.
cut his ears off. Like he had
Like-
floppy ears,
You
and
guys.
now some kid went kind of wacko with
I
scissors.
think it's the toy. It's his Frenchie's toy, I think is what it is. And that makes a lot of sense. But we have to take a look at this because this is the most like
Frenchie tried to drown it in a water bowl. You can't drown a beaver.
Oh, that's a great point, Kane. But look at how oh my god. Look at how little the hands are compared to the fatness. I love them so much. I forgot how
Oh,
much
you see
I love
me
that.
doing little hands? I was doing little
I
hands
did,
because I had
I
the
did.
effect.
I did. I was driving, but I literally wanted to say something about Nickbot with his little hands, but I loved it. Thank you.
I had little hands.
But look at these little
like a T-Rex.
you guys. Okay, right? I love that. This is so cute. I love them. I love them.
Have you ever? Oh, you don't even want to have your heart broken. Have you
No.
ever seen the little the rescue beaver, and it lives in their house now, and it builds little dams
Oh
with
my
stuffed
God.
animals?
Did something bad happen to it?
No, it just she's so cute. They
too
put little
cute.
T-shirts.
Yeah, I can't.
on
I
her.
will. That's a heart attack risk for me to see something that's too cute like that. Like I can
Oh,
picture it, and it's already about. I'm like getting there to like.
I mean, there's nothing. I have her in a few of my old beaver videos.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
She chewed its arms. Oh, the arms are gone, aren't they? Poor Bucky.
Oh, no wonder
That
his
was the
face looks
original
like that.
Bucky, not Not like Buc-ee's Bucky, but Bucky. Bucky's is the store. Do you have those in North Carolina, Bucky's?
No. What kind of store? Grocery store?
It's a huge, because it comes from Texas, and people have to drive like 35 miles to get gas, and there's nothing around, so you might as well get your groceries too. So it's like a giant convenience store, and then they have like 300 pumps for gas, and they have like all kinds of Bucky t-shirts and merch, and they have like the bins you see at Trader Joe's.
I love like that. You guys know I love her. Hold on, I have a question for Twiz. Twiz, hey Twiz, what animal is this? Just asking. What? Oh my God, the baby though. Do you guys see the baby? Oh, what animal is this, Twiz? Is it a giraffe? Is it a hippo? What do you think?
It's a retarded pit bull. Duh. Oh, that's the one everybody likes. The Beaver really looks like the one everybody likes. What am I thinking? Not a narwhal or what?
Oh, I love a narwhal. Yeah, I'll take a good narwhal any day, for sure.
Not a narwhal. Am I thinking of a narwhal?
You're thinking of a narwhal.
No.
I think. Yeah, a narwhal. Yeah.
If you want to really show something, show the beaver baby in the house with a t-shirt on.
Is it in the image search, or are you saying it's a different?
Go to YouTube, you can find it. I know that. Just type in adopted beaver. It's not porn, I promise.
Well, but is there?
There's a narwhal.
Yeah, here's the
Those
narwhal.
are real?
Yes. Are you serious, Kane?
I thought it was a thing they made up for the elf.
No, it's a real life unicorn that swims.
It is.
See? It is.
And nobody believes in unicorns.
Right? Oh my God, amazing. Look at these ones fighting with their horns.
Does that mean? Oh, that's my guitar. I thought somebody's trying to break in.
Oh,
Rats
no.
are coming back.
Oh, no, not the rats. No, wait, we love the rats. So, baby.
Let me tell you, that is one bold ass rat. Jumped.
Cute.
Cute pan. Oh.
I can't type.
There she is. Oh my God. You have to play a video of her, though.
I don't want to get in trouble. Oh my God, she's so cute. Oh my God. And I don't know that I was like, but look at
you have to. I'm sure there's a short. But get her name, Sassy Chunky Tulip.
Oh my God. Sassy
Tulip. Oh that is what you live. That's the stuff that Chelsea's are made of.
Literally. Right, I'm wondering, did Twiz answer the question about what type of animal? Let me just see here. Oh, he says that I'm picking on him. Never.
Twiz.
I would
He's
never.
cranky today.
He
didn't get his nap.
It seems like their horn would keep catching on stuff. I agree. I would say that that's probably why they're best suited for the water. Although you would have.
That's sad because the fishing line and stuff gets caught up.
Oh God, I can't even think about it. I'll start crying. Oh God, that's just amazing. Yeah,
I like the people that save those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, beaver, squirrels too. Squirrels' teeth, just like beavers, would grow indefinitely if they didn't constantly chew on hard things. What if you're a beaver? Nuts if you're a squirrel. Wood and nuts. He texted Meg. Twiz being a crybaby, I would say so. He's about to get Angie. The dust bats. Isn't that the chinchillas? I mean, there could be more than one. I had a friend in college though who had a pet chinchilla, and did the dust bats. It was so fucking cute. Again, another thing that's too much for me. I can't because it's too cute. So the chinchilla's doing the dust bath. Oh my God. Oh man.
My buddy had a sugar glider.
Oh no, too cute.
I mean, I think they're just as polite as the chipmunks are. After you. No, after you. After you. No, after you.
Cute. Oh my God. I showed my beaver and this whole episode changed. Too fast.
Chelsea, I didn't know you were going to bust your beaver out while I was on the show.
Yeah, well, you can all think too fast for that, guys. Mary's letting us know 2.5 hours to go. Love it. Glad you're driving safe. Hopefully Happy Annie's still safe. Tonka, we still want to know how Tonka's doing. Tonka. Okay. This was fun. Let's get back to the doc. I think we were almost done with this doc, actually. It was a good little
I think we're done with that one.
I think we have like one paragraph to go. Let's just see. Hold on. Unshare, reshare. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for that sound effect. Is this the purge? We purging?
Time for Muse. There was a earthquake today in Russia.
There you go. Brilliant.
All right. You want me to read? Or you want to read? You can take a turn. I can hang out. Listen.
Okay. All right. And I think maybe you were right that we were pretty much done with this one. All right. We're going to move. Emailed someone at Charter. Great. Good job.
Chelsea, always right.
All right. And another Mowery. We have from the 28th. On November 20th. Oh my God. On November 17th. Somebody. Oh, JD. That is Kaylee's Jack. That's that dude, right? There's so many of these with the J's and the. Am I getting the right JD of them all? Jack, what's his face? You guys know. Interviewed by Sergeant Mike Van Leuven. Do you guys remember Van Leuven or whatever his name was from that thing, that movie? McLovin. It was McLovin, not anyways.
McLovin.
From that movie back in the day. What was it called?
Super Troopers?
Super bad. McLovin from Superbad, I think is what it was. I haven't seen that forever. Yeah, you know what? Mitten says the Adobe crashed because on the laptop yeah, it's a lot on the computer. And Adobe takes up a lot of memory and ROM. Gave up on dubstep to us. We're that good. We got everything going on here. And
I'm shaping up. Checking out on the prison bus.
Is that a real song?
This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa.
If we really wanted to get crazy, I could pull out an instrument or 2 or 5 or 12 and jam with Kane. Although
we could do that one, or we could do. You know what one I always like to do with the cello, because I missed the concert. My mom had a ticket for me. Was the three cellos or whatever, the 3 cello guys.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And they do, is it Coldplay? No, Imagine Dragons.
Right. Yeah, all that.
Now you made me forget because you had me. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, them.
What's that one?
Coldplay. Did you already say Coldplay?
I did. I think it is actually Coldplay. I'm the devil, or what is this?
Devil went down to Georgia. Oh,
not Devil went down to Georgia so much.
Okay.
So that's Charlie Daniels.
Right.
Thunderstruck,
somebody's saying in the chat.
Not Thunderstruck.
That's funny. Twist said he actually quoted Superbad earlier. That's really funny. I didn't even see that part, but it's how funny that you quoted that. Interesting.
What did he quote?
He quoted Superbad earlier, and I didn't even see it in the chat, but wild that he quoted, of all things, right? Like he quoted Superbad at some point, and I didn't even see it in the chat.
It's the way that Lucy Morningstar and Annie Potts share a brain. Me and Twiz share half a brain. So we each get a quarter of the brain.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Anytime. The song is called Demon by Imagine Dragons.
Okay. How does it go?
Hold on. I can't play it.
No.
It's only like 3 chords. You can meow your way through any Zeppelin song. Did you know that?
Yep. Yep. Meow, 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 meow.
Wow. It sounds like it's super speed.
Well, that was an immigrant song, obviously.
When your dreams all fail and the ones we hear are the Worst of all, and the blood runs stale. I want D-A. It switches back between B minor and G. So it goes D-A, B minor, G.
Thank you,
So-
Mittens. Coming from the land.
I-
Meow, 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 meow,
I
meow, meow.
want to hide the truth. I want to shelter you. But with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what. You'd have to sing this part.
I don't think I know that song, though.
No matter what we breed, we are still made of greed. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Oh, no, I have
When
heard
you
that.
feel, it sounds so good on the cello. So play along. It goes D, A, B minor, G. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons
I'll
hide.
harmonize instead.
Do you have your cello ready?
Cello, Kane, is this a joke?
Are you kidding? It sounds so good on the cello. It's
I
like,
don't play cello. Oh. Kane, I've got 50 bazillion guitars, ukulele, a medieval violin, a regular violin, a baroque violin.
I only
a
like
harp,
the cello and
cello.
metal guitar.
I
Those
have
are the only-
everything but cello.
What do you mean you have everything? But how about a violin or a viola?
Don't say viola in this channel.
Viola? Is that
Yeah.
a bad word?
Yes.
Right. You could do it metal. We feel my
Yeah, running joke.
look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide.
Love it. Mary's singing along with you too, Kane.
Is this the purge?
We purging? We purging?
All right, you want to play the chords? You play the chords, and then
I
we'll,
don't have my guitar out and tuned, and it would have to be tuned to your guitar, and I have perfect pitch, so there would take preparation.
well, then you just play. It's 4 chords, Chelsea. You don't have to overthink it. I'll let you play
I
the
don't know how the
chords.
song goes, so
Since
I don't
you're
know
in
how the rhythm.
perfect pitchy tune,
Like
don't
I
be
don't know
so
what
pitchy.
I don't know like what the
When
rhythm.
the days are cold and the A cards are full and the B minor saints we see are all G made of gold. When the dreams all fail and the A ones we hail and the B minor worst of all the G runs stale. D.
If it was a song that I knew, because then it would be different, because then I would know.
But you just said you knew it.
No, I recognize the tune, but I've
And
not.
you also said you had a cello.
I said I have like everything but a cello.
Where's your cello?
Oh my god.
You want to play the other one? Do you know the other one better?
What's the other one?
The other one is, it's 4 chords. It's A minor, C, G, and D. Try that. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow as I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. You know that one? Chelsea, did she just kick me off? Chelsea down. Chelsea down. We got a Chelsea down. Look. She must be ready to get her cello. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow as I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking. I feel it in my. That's right, I need her to sing it. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Whoa, 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 whoa. Radioactive, radioactive. There he goes. I'll raise my flags, I dye my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa, breaking in. Oh, sorry, I'm breaking in. I'm shaping up. I'm checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Oh, I'm waking up. I feel it. You know, a little more. Chelsea. Why can't I hear you? Hello. You there? Did she really go to get her cello? But I don't see anything on it. Wait. What's still on? It says we're live. It wasn't like singing, it was me breath. See if you recognize this. Okay. I haven't played that in a long time. Okay, read it.
So I just have to say that that was crazy. Thank you, Kane, for entertaining everybody. And also, I was saying, I texted Twiz and I said, speaking of charter, and then I was like, I blame Mowery.
My lemonade is still cold too.
Love it. I might even have a cough drop.
But you know what the problem? That's the one pitfall of frozen lemonade in the jug is you'll grab it and you'll hit it against your bare chest and it'll freeze your nipsies off.
Yeah, we don't want that. I mean, also, I could see it being a blunt force trauma issue if, like, you're holding it up high and then it's slippery because it's, like, melting, like, the frost is melting.
Yeah,
you know exactly where I'm going. Yeah.
You get those big chunks of ice rolling.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a problem. It's a real problem. They're working on it.
I'm wondering if you wear a helmet and a bra when you're drinking your first bra. That's the solution.
I might not recover from that. You might have to get twins up there. Oh my god.
A helmet and a bra. Do you have a bra handy?
We'll be like Weird Science.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Oh, I love Chet in Weird Science. Because she turns him into a big pile of shit. And then they walk back in the house, him and what's his name? And he's like, "Hey dudes."
What are you talking about? Is this a show?
The movie Weird Science.
I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of the movie Weird Science?
No. Has anybody else?
It was one of John Hughes's films, I believe. Kelly LeBrock was in it in the 80s. It was like one of his first ones. It was Oingo Boingo was actually...
Oingo Boingo?
They actually did the soundtrack to it, yeah. They did... Okay, so there was two big movies that had Oingo Boingo. One of them was a Rodney Dangerfield movie called Back to School.
What is that?
And that's what really launched Oingo Boingo. Because they had all dressed up and nowhere to go. Down, down, down. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's come and leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door. So you know that Oingo Boingo is Jenna Elfman's husband. You know Jenna Elfman.
I don't know what. Are you speaking real things? I don't know what the Oingo Boingo or Janet, whoever.
Jenna Elfman. She's married to Danny Elfman.
Oh,
he wrote the Simpsons theme song. Right. He scores almost every movie. It's either him or Andy. What's his name from the Police? They score all the movies now. But yeah, Danny Elfman was the lead singer. Oingo Boingo is really big in San Diego, so they're really. He's from there, I think. So, but yeah, one of the best bands all the time because they had a complete horn section, and they had the keyboards that were way ahead of their time. This keyboard player was just amazing pianist, and he adapted so well to the electronic keyboard.
Miss knows Oingo Boingo. I think Mittens also does.
Yeah, my favorite song by them was called Not My Slave. That was their best song. They have like 30, 50 albums. It's ridiculous. Elfman just doesn't stop writing, ever. He wrote the Simpsons theme song on his way home from the airport to his home studio, he said. It's nice. And it's like one of the most iconic.
How does it go? I never actually watched this.
Right. Just a simple little chromatic riff, but
I swear, you guys have to watch that Miracles video. I'm not even kidding.
He's a wild-looking cat. Look him up real quick. You'll see what I'm talking about. Look up Danny Elfman. And you know Jenna Elfman. She's been in tons of movies.
Oh, you don't look weird.
She's a really pretty blonde girl. Dude, do you want me to keep reading and stop distracting me?
What, Janet? Wait, hold on. What was it? Jenna,
Jenna, Jenna, Elfman.
What is she in?
I'm trying to think. I can't. I know she was on a really funny episode of 2.5 Men.
See, I've not seen any of these shows. I've never seen.
You haven't seen 2.5 Men? It's kind of, it's not like, it's not rocket surgery or anything.
Rocket surgery. Oh my god!
They competed, back in the 80s with a lot of the new wave stuff, like the Cure, the Smiths, Oingo Boingo was very popular. Who else is another band? Ministry. And then you had the punk side,
I'm into that. I know the punk side.
Yeah, but the Dead Kennedys. You know the Dead Kennedys.
Of course. Do I know the Dead Kennedys? Come on. I was telling Chris the other day that you're probably the only person in this culture who knows who Fozzy is.
So you've been to school for a year or two, and you've seen it all. But you know that those guys were only like 14 and 15 when they wrote all those songs. It is crazy because they all played at this one bar in LA, and it was the only punk thing in all of California. And you had Dead Kennedys, you had Black Flag with Henry Rollins, and they're like literally 14 years old, and they're doing all of those songs. And the Dead Kennedys are so cool because they mixed basically rock punk with flamenco and Spanish guitar and shit like that. And so it was so eclectic, for people so that young. Anyway, so.
No, it totally is. I was saying, I don't know if you could hear me over the guitar. I was saying to Twiz the other day that you're probably the only person in the Squirrel crew, correct me if I'm wrong, people, who knows who Fugazi is. Am I right?
Yeah.
Do you know who Fugazi is?
Yeah, it's totally Fugazi.
Yeah. Well, so what's really funny is whenever we're reading these documents, I just have to say that every single time they talk about somebody not breathing, which is in like every case, right? So this is like a million times every day. Every single time I'm come across something where it's like, she's not breathing, in my head, I automatically hear, she's not moving, and then she's not breathing. Anyway, it's lyrics from a song. And I literally hear that in my head every single time. And
I have to sing a song for Lucy Morningstar's Demon Hound. Who
Okay.
let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who?
Dogs or otters, though?
Maybe a retarded pit bull.
Actually, speaking of dogs, Kane, Frodo needs to go out. Can you entertain everybody for a second while I let Frodo out? Speaking of,
Hold
He
on, I have to get
literally
my
got
pick
up.
back. I dropped it over there.
he got up when you started singing that. I'm not even kidding. That's so funny.
Oh, everybody's dog has to go outside now.
Yeah, right?
I
That's
just
hilarious.
Go ahead, walk your dog. I'm gonna try to find my guitar pick here somewhere. I can flick my finger so fast now. I really don't even need a guitar pick because I've been doing it for so long. Was that a pug barking? Woo, woo, woo. He still hates it. Meow, meow, meow. Let me see. There's a dog who's sure all that glitters is gold, and he's barking his way into heaven. Oh. One of the better ones is. Well, oh, heartbreaking, have you heard the news? If I had my pick, I could play a better one. You can do it. Maybe I can do it.
Is this the purge? We purging? I think we're purging.
That's a little Maiden right there
Nice.
for all the metal fans out there.
You know what's funny, Kane? I've never used a guitar pick, I have to say.
And I'm getting really good because so many times, you forget to pick up a pick. This guy, he invented a little pick that's like 3 picks on the end of a drill bit, and he can use his drill, and it sounds like eruption. Like Van Halen, just like really fast, like.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
those.
he's just using the drill, and he goes.
Wow.
Mew, mew, mew,
Mew, mew, mew, mew.
mew, mew. That's what it says when you do it really fast. Oh, I can see Nightbot in here. Is that a person or is it just a drone?
Nightbot's a person.
Oh.
Tiny hands, but a big
I
heart.
don't know why he has me blocked. He's had me blocked since
What?
day one. I've been blocked by Nightbot. And I only see him once in a while when I'm not Kane B or when
What?
I'm Lucy
What?
with Morningstar. Yeah, Nightbot has me blocked.
No.
Just for him, like not on. Obviously, I can chat. But.
No, Nightbot's not a real person. I'm confused. Nightbot doesn't have anybody blocked. Except one.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think you're right, Blaze. Yeah, I think you're right. Nightbot's an otter. Nightbot is a narwhal.
Oh, see if you recognize this one.
Oh, that's.
I gave you your last chance, but you didn't believe me. You don't know the Dawkin?
Who?
The Dawkin.
How do you spell that?
It's like a medieval name, like you're on a
Oh.
quest for what do they call them? a crevasse. I'm on a quest for a crevasse.
Okay. I
And
love
my
the
name
musical
is the
set.
Dawkin. And
Interesting.
there's a no. They had songs in one of their songs was in the Freddy Krueger movie.
Never seen it.
Dream Police, not Dream Police, but Dream. We're the Dream Warriors. You don't remember?
No,
It was like Freddy Krueger Part
I've
3.
seen Freddy Krueger or any of that. I've never seen any of those.
Wow, you know the first time I saw Freddy Krueger, I had nightmares. It was pretty scary. It's a scary movie, but it was Johnny Depp once again.
Yeah.
Wow, Johnny Depp's like in everything, isn't he?
He's in everything. He's been everywhere, man. Meow 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 meow.
He's been everywhere, man. That's a good song. Some of the best solos are the simplest ones, like Johnny Cash. Like the one for Folsom Prison Blues. It just goes. I forget. It's so easy. Hold on. That's the whole guitar solo. It's like it's just so cool, that's I Have Been Everywhere, Man, isn't it? I think maybe you got that one in my head. I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Where were we on? Did we do the? Where were we? We were.
The Phone Had an Erection by Detective Dustin Taylor of the Coeur d'Alene Police Retardment. Detective Mike Van Leuven had taken the phone to Dustin Taylor to get it jacked off at the computer forensic lab at Coeur d'Alene Police Department. I emailed a copy of this warrant to him at 16:43 hours on November 17th, 2022, 4 days after the crime. On November 13th, did I say 13th?
No, 18th.
18th, 2022, welcome. My mouse isn't from Detective Taylor. Received the warrant. I was informed the phone was no longer at Coeur d'Alene. Oh my god! I love how they never took the knife sheath to Othram. They just sent the code of the DNA.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude. All this shit is just like, I mean, it's their case was worse than we even imagined.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just waiting to crumble. It was like a 20-year-old wedding cake. Looks delicious. And then as soon as you put the knife to it, it just crumble into 500
guys,
pieces.
Don't tell me this is a real name. Richalderson. I just highlighted it shittily.
Richalderson.
There's no way
they couldn't decide between Sanderson and Richard. That's like 3 names. You know how some people have two first names, like Timmy James or whatever. That's like 3 last names in one.
Let me highlight this better. It only will let me do it shittily. I know, right? It is really yes. I 100%.
Richalderson. I guess once you say it, it's okay. It's just
no, it's not okay.
Maybe he was an alderman, Richalderson. On November 19th, 2022, Idaho State Police Detective Richalderson. It does sound kind of dirty to say a little bit. Retrieved the phone from the forensic lab and delivered the phone to D, mother per the attorney's wishes. On November 21st, 2022, Detective Anderson of the Idaho State Police provided Sergeant Van Leuven with a USB drive containing the extraction. Sergeant Van
Sorry, I forgot
Leuven provided the USB drive to me, and it was placed on a secure forensic lab at the Moscow PD. An examination will be completed at my earliest convenience. I live my earliest. Okay, because there's a scene in the movie Suburbia with Shia LaBeouf, and he is on house arrest as a teenager for acting out, and because his dad died and all this. And there's this cop who is like his supervised go-to guy that comes if he leaves the property, and so like he keeps leaving the property. And then with the one time that Shia LaBeouf leaves the property and he's in trouble, the cop's eating a hamburger and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be on it when I get to it." I love this, at my earliest convenience. What a prick thing to say. Okay, since the warrant was not so, that was a lot of story for really nothing there. I did not complete a warrant return receipt as nothing was collected. Wow.
Oh my God.
Court documents were sent to Latah County Prosecutor's Office to be returned to the...
How do we do a marker thing? Like not highlight. I was going to try to draw Santa Claus, but that would just, you guys.
I don't know in StreamYard. With StreamYard, you probably have to do the same thing that you do with OBS, is you just get plugins, and then...
I'm just talking about it through Adobe, like with, here we go.
Are you in Adobe? Oh, okay. Yeah. Then there's probably a tool on the right-hand side.
I think it's loading.
Okay.
I think it's loading. What is it? Okay.
I thought you had one up. It looked like you did.
Well, I have the highlighter, but I need the marker.
Okay.
Thing.
Oh, you want the marker?
So I can draw a Santa Claus. Like, does it give me that
option? It's not easy. They kind of tend to do right angle curves. You know, they kind of square off your circles. I don't like it.
Oh, here we go. Here's a line. How thick is that? That's what she said. Too thick. So
it's all about the girth. It really is.
It is. And somebody said that earlier too. Who was that? Shout out to that person. Love you guys. I haven't come across footlick yet, but thank you, Heather, for letting me know that there is a footlick in our future. So Santa, you guys, when I wasn't lying when I said I can't draw to save my life, because if I try to draw Santa, it's probably going to turn into the one thing that I draw, which is this. This is real life. No, don't do that, Adobe. Behave.
It was correcting your circle for you. All you have to do is hover over it. Don't go back and hover over it, and click on the red circle up there. And now you can pick a fill color.
I just want to keep drawing. It's trying to stop my
you can still do that. You just ignore it. I think. Ooh, let the dogs out. Ooh.
It wants to do us, dude. This is so dumb. How am I
now you can't.
Here.
There you go. See? This is a cat. This is gonna be my mom. The only thing my mom can draw is a cat. Yeah, all you have to do is draw whiskers at the bottom of the face. So draw little whiskers coming out.
Why are you doing that to me, Adobe? You're ruining it.
No, that's a long whisker. Oh, okay. That's the body of the cat. I knew it was going to be a cat.
This isn't a testament to my terrible drawing.
You're trying to low profile a cat.
You don't know what it is yet. How do you guys not? Does somebody know what it is yet? You guys.
Is it Grover?
We could be playing a game right now. The game where you draw things and try to guess. What's that called? Pictionary?
Pictionary.
Yeah, Pictionary. I'm trying to draw. Oh my God. Adobe is ruining this.
Why? No, yeah, they take all the fun out of everything.
They took all the, oh my God, look at this. It's fucking hell, Adobe.
Bloody hell.
We're making a little bit of progress here.
Oh, you're doing whiskers. So excited to know what it is.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Why? Let's do that. And then maybe it won't. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, you guys. Let's try this. Well, let me go down here.
Is it a puking cat?
Has anybody guessed what this is yet?
It's a retarded pit bull.
It's a retarded pit bull.
It's Schindler's List.
Dude, this is just...
Is it? I know what it is. I know what it is. It's a still life of a fruit bowl.
What type of fruit do you think this is?
There's a pear, an apple, and a giant avocado. That is a peach pit.
Adobe is making this even worse than it usually is because I can't. You're gonna have to pretend.
Yeah, there seems like there'd be a better way.
Right? I know. I'm almost done.
Try number 2. You're on number 1 right now. Why don't you try number 2?
What does that mean?
On the right-hand side? All the way to the right there.
That's the page.
Oh.
Not the purge, but the page. Oh my gosh.
Purge.
Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. Anybody know what
Ice
this is?
cream
Yet?
cone.
Let me see what you
It's
guys
a
are saying.
squirrel holding an ice cream cone.
And it would be an acorn if Adobe didn't suck. But yes, it's a squirrel with an acorn.
He has whiskers also as well.
Well, and I would be attempting to get there if
that's where his eye goes. That's a good eye spot.
Thank you for that.
Give me some whiskers and a nose.
I mean, it literally, what is going on with Adobe and the squirrel's head in the box? It like
I know you would think they invented this stuff, that they would know what they're doing.
I just want to make a smiley face. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, well, there we go. That's it. There you go, guys. There is it's not complete, but it's close
Oh my god,
enough.
the tsunami just hit. Everybody run for shelter.
What?
Hey, Squirrel folks. If you're new to the Squirrel family, please hit the like button. Shelty's naked.
That is testicular lopsided.
It's
Oh my
Testicular Tuesday over here.
Oh my god,
on
is
the
that
perch.
Kane's penis? You guys are really funny. It's testicular Tuesday.
It's all curled up.
Is that the snail from SpongeBob? Good guess. Good guess. You guys are so funny. I love
You know,
this.
dwarfs' penises are magical.
I believe that. Should have nuts in its mouth. Well, I can't get anywhere near the head, as you guys have seen. So,
These nuts.
how many tails does it have? It has one, but again, it would look better if Adobe didn't suck.
It's got a Canadian fluff. It's a Canadian fluffy-tailed squirrel.
Yeah. By the way, for anyone who's curious, which squirrel is my favorite, like breed? Not breed. What is it called? Species.
Genre.
Red squirrel.
Phylum.
Red squirrels are my favorite. But I love
like sugar glider and
Huh?
chipmunks. Sugar gliders and chipmunks.
They're so cute. They're so cute. Mary. It's taking a turn to the dark side. Ding, 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 the other side.
Mary don't play when it comes to corkscrews.
No kidding. She's like, I'm nearing the end of my long trip and I'm not holding back.
That sounds like a good band name. Duck shaved corkscrew penises.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cleveland. Good night.
Long time no see. We did say nuts. Lots of nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brazilian nuts.
Y'all started it. You
That's
guys,
gotta be too fast.
there was a live stream when we were discussing, and some of you guys may not have been there, and maybe we should have around you. We were discussing if and Kane, you'll love this one. If sex was an ice cream flavor, what would it taste like?
If what was the ice cream flavor?
Sex was an ice cream flavor, what would it taste
If
like?
nuts was an ice cream flavor.
EX. If sex was an ice cream flavor, what would it
Oh,
taste
sex. It would taste like Uma Thurman's vagina.
That's not a flavor. Like a flavor.
Yeah, Uma Thurman's vagina.
What if we
She made a scented candle out of the smell of her vagina.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Okay.
Yeah. And she also named her baby Apple.
Okay. Learn something new every day.
Yeah,
Anyone
she
else
was in
wanna
Kill
weigh in?
Bill. And two.
Anyone else want to weigh in on what flavor ice cream? Who was it? Somebody had a really funny one or a really great one. What was it?
I have no guesses on what did I say? Did I not say Gwyneth Paltrow?
You said Uma Thurman.
That's the same thing. Who is Uma Thurman?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Chocolate chunk ice cream.
Excuse me. Spicy clam tea. All right, what flavor would a nut flavored ice cream be?
What do you mean nut?
What?
I don't.
You said what flavor would a nut flavored ice cream?
I said
oh, it's sex
sex.
flavored.
Oh my god, sex. S-E-X. Yes, sex.
It would taste like a nut.
I mean, you could be like banana would be an option. I mean, you know, but there are people when we did this.
Who have you been having sex with?
It's not that it has to. You know,
I'm sorry, I crack myself up
has
sometimes.
Those themes with their ice creams, like the themes, you know, it's like a vibe, like that. Like it's a vibe thing. I don't know.
What
Ice cream
flavor
ice
would
cream.
a sex flavored ice cream be?
Yeah,
I don't know.
pickle. Ew, that's gross. Eggplant. I looked at
Screaming
some of the things
sex.
people heard before. There were some that were really good. Dirty Rush.
With the hits of
You guys, y'all.
beer is really good for sex. I don't know. I wasn't trying to make a connection. Jeff's would be estrogen depression. Chestnuts.
Well, you guys, we are. I was literally just thinking that. Just
Tell me why.
on an open fire.
Can you play that one on your cello? Tell me why.
I can play anything on my violin.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why I never wanna hear you sing.
The best part about those songs is the drums when it goes. Yeah, and it's all drum machine too. It's like
Yeah.
It sounds like one of Doug Outlaw's beats.
Would the taste depend on what the other person looked like? I love that you're actually really thinking about this. Too fast. Thank you. I think so. I don't see why not.
I would say all serious.
I would say no.
Busted nuts.
Too fast. What is your Frenchie's name, by the way, so we can have a better picture?
For cherry busted. These are some good answers, actually. We should check with Jeff and Shalia for the actual answer.
Oh my God. Also, speaking of them,
it would taste like your twin flame.
There we go. Right on cue.
I love him on the slide, dude. That's the most chill picture of Jeff. How did he get those pants on? He looks like he cut them off like pirate pants.
I know. It's so funny. It is so funny. It really is. I mean, that's why, look at his pose. He's almost like painting me like one of your French girls. And then meanwhile, look at how she's sitting. Wow.
Very awkward and
yeah, right? It really is a photo. It is
posy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like a lizard laid back on the
Isn't
slide.
it great?
I'm
and
the one, and he's got his hand on his cock. Like, I'm the master.
And they thought this was the cover of
you know what it is? She's like,
God.
she's saying, I'm banging the Christ.
I'm banging the
Christ.
She literally says, yep.
That's what she's saying with her eyes. Look how happy her cheeks are right there. But she's the evil temptress.
We also can't forget about all the times that she has said Jeff makes her cry during and after sex. During and after. Heather, is it before, during, and after? I don't remember. It's something like that.
I didn't catch that.
That's so tiny. Is this supposed to be an ice cream flavor? I think we're getting a little bit too creative with the no rules here. Matching safe words, a toolkit, a playlist. These are not ice cream flavors.
Is Amelia some kind of movie actress or model or something? I know she's married to Doug, but
no, I know, right? No, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure
you're making us all feel uncomfortable. I'm
pretty sure she's a model. I'm pretty sure she's a model.
She's got to be, yeah, something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any.
She could teach them how to pose.
Headshots like that,
right?
Although I was pretty handsome back in the day. Still am.
Twiz said. Why does it not surprise me? Something you've got in common with Jeff, Twiz.
What? Jeff cried after they had sex?
No, look on the screen. Twiz said I had a girl cry after.
That's what I was saying. Was it Jeff?
Oh, different Jeff, right. It's just there's multiple Jeffs.
Just kidding, Jeff.
Oh my God.
Oh, crazy weirdo. Ain't nothing but a Twiz cry.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Are we ever gonna read this document?
Now here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna end on a high note. You guys want to watch the waterfall video because it's been a little while? What do you guys think?
If it seats 30 people, hell yeah.
Okay. It's the time.
Dude, hey, wait a second. Hold.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Can you find the video with the 2-person hot tub? Because Meg P has been bugging me down my neck.
Wait, what? 2-person hot what?
Yeah, they have. I don't know if it's Shalia and Jeff or not, but there was a 2-person hot tub.
I think you're talking about the hot tub that's enough for a quarter of a person. Is that what you're talking about?
I think so.
Oh man, what was that? She sent that. I think that's what you're talking about.
Oh my
She
gosh,
sent
that
to
was
me.
the best.
I know. I have to help, dude. I don't even know what that was called. She sent that to me specifically because of this whole twin flames. And it was a hot tub the size for like an arm, a person's arm. It's great. It really is great. It's fucking hilarious. And I don't know if I could find
It's like
that.
a little black rubber hot tub.
Black and rubber?
It's rubber. It looked rubber. It was like a little rubbery
Are
little.
you talking
Like
about
you could cover it with a manhole cover.
Are you talking about it's at a mansion though?
I think it was like at a resort. It was like one of the amenities was a 2-person hot tub. And if you wanted to get 2 people in the hot tub, you would both have to suck it in.
I feel like we're talking about the same video. And if that's the case, you guys are going to die laughing about the rubber thing. If I can find the video. How would I find this? Let me see if I can do a search. I'm just going to look here. Oh my God. This is great. I hope I can find it, especially because of the rubber bit. Okay. Waterfall, mansion.
You flown to me, Chelsea?
Let's see. Will I know? Let me see if I can find it.
Jalapenos. Why are they crunchy?
What's crunchy?
Her jalapenos. Or ice cream. They have jalapeno ice cream. That
sounds good. I would like that.
I think I ate a whole delicious lunch ice cream would be good.
I think this one was in Texas, if memory serves. Let me just see here if I can find it. If I can't find it, Meg will know exactly what it was called, and she can always send it to me, and we can watch it later. But I'm trying to find it. I'm really trying, guys. I believe
Meg P is hit or miss lately. It's, especially late night. I'm proud of her for getting back on a normal sleep schedule.
If that's what's happening, I love it and I fully support it.
I think so. That's what I'm starting to notice. Unless she's just bored.
I'm not finding
YouTube,
it.
which could be possible also as well.
I'm not finding it. We'll have to save that for next time. We'll have to find it next time, and we can look at the rubber hot tub. This is going to be great, though. This is going to be great. God damn it! I wish I could.
Oh no!
Let's see, private waterfall. Maybe I'm going to see if I add another word. Can I find it? I want to give it one more try. You want private? No, that's not it. Wow, this one's crazy looking though. Okay, that's not the one. It was like some channel that she watches specifically, and they just happened to be at this place with the hot tub that you're talking about. But I don't know what the channel was called.
I'm glad I brought that up.
It was like a rich realtor.
It's obviously very popular among the chatters.
It's like a rich realtor.
Nobody has any idea what we're talking about.
Some of you guys were there, I'm sure.
Oh, I meant to tell you guys that I was eating Wahlburgers, and they're Kobe beef burgers. They're the best hamburger that you can buy at the store that you can cook. Unbelievably good. I know you like promoting hamburger products here.
Hamburger. This makes me think about the Hamburger burglar, but I think you guys have all heard why that.
Do you know about the whole McDonald'sLand controversy?
No.
Okay, so there was a show back when I was a little kid. First there was Sigmund Sea Monster, and then there was HR Puffin Stuff.
Wait.
And HR Puffin Stuff was made by these two brothers, I think, and it was either Hanna-Barbera or Seals and Croft or Sid and Nancy Croft, something like that. The Croft brothers. And they were approached by McDonald's after they did HR Puffin Stuff. It was this 1970s show.
What the fuck is an HR Puffin Stuff?
HR Puffin Stuff was a dragon, and he lived in a land called Honolulu.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon. That one? Okay.
Puff. And the people that created him also created a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, McDonald's approached them to make a McDonald'sLand. And so they're like, sure, we'll need like $60 million. And so they're like, yeah, sure, all right, let's do it. And so they went and they made the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, Ronald McDonald was the leader of McDonald'sland. They made all the characters, and then McDonald's never paid them. Never paid them.
You know what this is, guys? This is one of those times. We had one of these the other night where Kane is like full of all this trivia. That's like, holy shit, how do you know this? That's what this is. that makes perfect sense the way he describes it. I'm like, oh my God, that explains it. But this is also one of those shining moments. It's like the reading Kanebo, but like, what is it even? Like it's a different theme though. It's like,
I think I'm gonna start doing not Kane B is gonna be the reading Kanebo from now on. But it'll be an adult children's program, like
oh my God, it's perfection. Yes.
Yeah, like Pee Wee Herman kind of. We'll get a visit from the mailman, and then a couple sexy strippers will come over.
There you
with
go.
some glow.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'll have a book reading.
Like naked mail time.
It'll be like what was that one book? Another Johnny Depp movie. What was it? Leaving Las Vegas. No.
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Thank you. Yes.
Naked mail time. Naked mail time.
Yeah, and then we can have the boobs of the week.
There you go.
I don't know.
You know what'd be fun? That would be a good dare for people, wouldn't it? Like dare somebody to go check the mail naked. I guess it depends on where you live.
Oh, check the mail naked.
Me,
wow, you were in a wild neighborhood too. What
no, I just thought of that idea right now, like because of like the naked mail time. It's
when we were kids, and it was the neighborhood kids and it was boys and girls together. There was never a gathering, whether it was a party with parents in the next room or whatever, that wasn't like strip poker or truth or dare or brown chicken, brown cow. Wow, wow. I'm telling you, my neighborhood was bad, kid. It was bad. We were probably molested by each other.
Oh dear, I hope not.
Well, we were all the same age. So.
That doesn't make it okay. Kane,
I don't know. There were some big city kids that moved in.
Oh my God. The big city kids. Was it still in Clearwater?
Clearwater. We were anti-Scientology kids.
The big city kids in Clearwater?
We played guns. We played kick the can. And we played football and soccer. We had a soccer goal in my friend's yard. A full-size soccer goal.
Wow. Well, when you weren't busy molesting each other, I guess you guys could play soccer.
That was in the off times, yeah. Because we were all crazy. None of us had a pool, though, unfortunately. So there wasn't any skinny dipping. Or chunky ducking, which would have been me.
I just loved this. Well, the rats play poor music in the back. I love the rats. Shout out to the rats. Okay, so we're gonna watch real quick for old time's sake. We're gonna watch the tiny waterfall video. And Kane, just in case you're not familiar with StreamYard, it automatically mutes us and it mutes every person when you play these. So you can just know that like it's gonna look like you're muted because it does it automatically. Twiz was commenting on that the other day, and I was like, yeah, it's an auto StreamYard thing. I don't know, but lo and behold, let's watch the origins of the tiny waterfall. Let's go.
I gotta show you that waterfall though. Oh, there's a little waterfall coming out of the spa.
Wait. Are you? He's calling that a waterfall, guys. What do you think that says about his? You know what size?
And the grounds have been a fixture in their online videos.
I gotta show you that waterfall though. Oh, there's a little waterfall coming out of the spa.
I'm good. I'm dead. Goodbye. Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, you guys. I'm dead. And this wins. That is the waterfall. What? I don't.
For years, this house and the grounds have been a fixture in their online videos.
I gotta show you that waterfall though. Oh, there's a little waterfall coming out of the spa.
That speaks volumes though, doesn't it, about him? Holy shit. He calls that a waterfall? Oh dear.
This is my pool, my slide.
Oh my God.
My little hot tub. And
is he going to say the waterfall? Is it
got a little waterfall? We haven't really...
Oh my God. Hold on. I was saying that as a joke because this is a different video and different outfit and all that. No way.
But it's getting there.
I'm dying.
And take some time to get a house the way you like it. This is my pool, my slide, my little hot tub, and we've got a little waterfall. We haven't really furnished it yet, but we're going to make it real nice. This is my house.
Oh my God.
This is the back of it.
Waterfall. You've got to be
It's a pretty sweet spot.
So you guys, Happy Annie, I just have to say, this is amazing. Happy Annie says, thank you guys for bringing back some old memories of my childhood, making time go by faster during work and during the warning, so I didn't dwell on it so much. Here's the first thing. I'm so glad that we helped you, but I have another question, because from what we were just talking about, I have some questions about your childhood, and I think this is maybe not what you're referencing with Kane. You just like, what kind of childhood did you have? Which part, Annie? What did I don't.
We hid in the bushes. We had tree forts and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
soccer.
it's like,
right? Okay,
dude,
okay.
when we were kids,
Okay,
your parents would tell you to get the hell out of the house until the lights came on at night, at dark. And so whatever you did was whatever you wanted to do. You go out into the woods and shoot squirrels if you wanted.
So we had like sex flavored ice cream. We had a lot of things. But then it transitioned into the soccer, and so I think that makes sense. Thank you, Kane. But I'm glad you made your night. Oh my God.
My house was the center of activity for the most part, because most people's parents wouldn't let the kids hang out in their yards. And so we played Nerf football in the street right in front of my house. And then we played Kick the Can, which was played with a soccer ball. And the very last game, we had 100 kids playing Kick the Can.
That's amazing.
And somebody kicked it through my front window.
Oh, God.
They kicked the soccer ball. And it cost $25 to fix it, I still remember.
That's it?
But he did pay it. Yeah, a window's only like $10 to fix.
What? No.
Yeah, even today, I have a broken window, and I can just take the pan out, and it's only like $10 to put new glass in it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cheap.
In Florida, I think.
Well, when it's your car, it's different because they rip you off. You got to go to you pull it yourself place to get it up for the car.
Or you could get it on eBay, like Mowery. I have a request though, as per Heather, because I love Heather.
Yesterday I was taking a walk around 5. I met a new friend. We went to Tallahassee food trucks.
Wow.
Last night, hung out with her for hours.
Yeah.
Wendy made another new friend? Are you fucking kidding me? Why?
She also Googled. There was a shooting, do you know? Both she and John.
Stop.
Why would they Google? Why would that just come up?
Sorry. Heather says, I met a new friend on a walk. Bitch, how old are you? Every time. It's so good. By the way, I've heard Wendy's in Colorado now. So those of you guys in Colorado, be on the lookout for Fieval. They're coming for you, Fieval. Clock's a ticking, because especially we're getting really close to Donna's trial. Fieval, there she is. Like Fieval goes west. Fieval went west, and then Fieval went north. That's the story of this Fieval. She went west to.
That's better than my Sergeant Fry as a pig thumbnail. That's even better.
I mean, because I think, do you use like AI, Kane?
Again, AI. I use AI for some of it, because I type in stuff. You know, they have something that's called the prompt, and you can put ideas there, but it doesn't always obey, and they only give you like so many tokens, and I like to use the tokens for the video.
Tokens.
So what I'll do is I'll have it come up with something pretty close to what I want, and then I'll Photoshop it.
Tokens, like at an amusement park or whatever?
Yeah, basically, yeah, because it's a free trial, but some of these are free forever, so you get a limited amount of tokens every month. You get like 160 tokens. There's so many different companies trying to gain your subscription now that there's like almost unlimited amount of AI resources. And Google, the one that Jade uses is called Gork, and that's by Google. But honestly, the most success I've had, I haven't used it since the dumpster fire days, but is Facebook Meta has a AI, and you can also upload pictures, and then like that's a lot of times I'll take a picture, I'll upload it, and then put in the prompt what I want it to happen, what I want to happen in it.
Gotcha.
And that'll do it for
So-
and the Facebook one's always free, and it works very well. And it's
So-
right there in your Facebook also.
So I don't ever use AI. So like whenever all the different ones that I've made, whether it's like the emojis or these ones, I make them by literally like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, like finding the thing and then like taking like the like on paint and stuff, like that type of thing, like the paint, you know, like the old, and where you have like the eraser, and I like erase it, and I literally erase it around the edges and resize it and layer it. Like I literally dressed her like you guys don't even know the time it would
That
take.
Fieval is epic.
Thank you. It was
You
really
could
cool.
never, like, if you were a professional Photoshopper, you broke so many rules, like, but it doesn't, it just makes it funnier. Too.
You know, the
It's like-
thing is like I had to get the size and the angle of the hat just right, and that was the main thing. Because if the hat wasn't in the right place, the Fieval wouldn't click.
it would be Popeye instead of Fieval.
Right, exactly. That's
I
exactly
messed it
it.
up again.
Huh?
Again. That's what Fieval always says. Again.
Oh, I don't even. It's been so long as I've seen it, but I mean, as soon as Heather was like, "Oh, Fieval," I was like, "Yes," because I remember the mouse. I can't forget what he looks like, but like I don't even remember watching it.
Who is that lady?
Who is that lady?
I'm just kidding.
Are you kidding? Are you?
No. Who is that? I don't even know.
Hang on, I've got a great way to answer this.
My friend Elizabeth is a mortician. She's the prettiest mortician I've ever met.
You guys, Andy's friend, the fucking mortician. What is happening? It's Wendy
no.
Adelson.
What about the lady who this lawyer tells me to do one thing and then nothing works out? Whatever happened? Have we followed
yes.
up on her?
Yes, Flash is on it. Thank you, Flash. Shout out Flash. Her hearing is on Thursday.
Really? Is it going to be televised?
We don't know yet, but fingers crossed it'll be televised. I don't think
Thursday.
so, considering they had the last one. But I mean,
That's
what's
only a
going to
couple
happen? Is
days
she going
away.
to have that shitty ass? What was his name, Mr.
Because
Jenkins?
Thursday's just 2 days away.
To Thursday. No, that just.
To Thursday, I love ya. To Thursday.
Yeah.
To Thursday's just 2
Days.
days
Oh, you're welcome.
away.
Well done,
Fieval
Kane.
again.
Is that how he says it? That's so cute. That is so cute, Bible. I love it. I can
Every
totally-
time I see that picture, I say
that is so funny. I can totally picture that. That's so great.
Did you see The Rescuers?
Yes, but I was really little.
I saw The Rescuers
loved
when it came out in the theater.
Loved
How
the rest.
about that?
Bianca, and what was the dude's name?
I
Bianca-
saw Bambi when it came out in the
Oh
theater.
man, we weren't allowed to watch Bambi in my family because my mom can't handle it. It puts her into depression when the
Yeah, the
mom
mother dies in the
Yeah,
first scene.
So I've never even seen the whole.
It
I've
was
never
pretty
seen it.
shocking.
Yeah,
It was pretty shocking.
We never had Bambi.
Disney never pulled the punches. Disney was about making kids into little young adults
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and,
Beauty and the
being
Beast?
serious about life.
Dude, I was 4 years old, I believe, when that came out, or maybe 3. And we never went to the movie theaters and shit like that. But like my mom was a special thing. Took me to the movie theaters, just the two of us, like to go see Beauty and the Beast, right? And like the part near the beginning with the wolves and they're attacking the old dad, I was so scared. I ran out of the theater, and then I ran back in when I heard singing. Probably doesn't surprise
Were
anybody.
you crying? I never saw Land Before Time. I did see parts of the one with the Claus. What was the Ice Age?
Oh, that's a great one.
I only saw it because I didn't have kids. I didn't know I had a kid growing up.
Wait, do you have
when
a
I
kid
was
now?
younger.
Wait, hold on. Do you have a kid?
I do have a daughter. Yeah, I've shown her a picture on the show, but I you don't know the story of my daughter? Oh,
I don't.
jeez. Well, it was the second girl I was ever with in my whole life. I was 16,
I
skipping
have no
school,
idea.
and she got pregnant, and she moved to Colorado. Never told me. So my whole life.
Oh, wow.
And when I came back from California, I started a wedding video business, right? And I was like the #1 wedding video guy in all of Pinellas County. And then when HD came out, I stopped doing it. And just because of the whole cost conversion over thing. And it turns out that my daughter was raised in Brooklyn, New York, and she started a show sponsored by 23andMe called Finding Your Roots, which finds the roots of all the celebrities, like you name it, Julia Roberts, all the guys.
How old is she?
And she started the show. She was an executive producer, but she started by just doing videography on the streets of New York.
How old
and she worked her way up.
I picture a kid. This is an adult. I'm just trying to figure out the math. Like, how old is she?
She's 39 now. I have 2 grandkids too.
Wait, how old are you? Oh, no. What?
Yeah.
How's
They
your
just
daughter?
moved back to London this month. And he's from London. His name's Dan. He's like 6'7", her husband. And they worked for the Saudi royal family in Bahrain the last 5 years.
This is bullshit.
She quit the show, and now she's going to start a new show in London, and I'm hoping she's going to make me a producer on it.
This is all bullshit, right?
No, for real. Yeah, no, isn't that funny? Because she didn't know who her dad was for all these years, because the mother didn't know, because she was so young. We were so young when it happened, and she thought it was some other guy, and so she wound up doing a show for 23andMe where they research people's genealogy, and the whole time she was searching for her dad. And at one point she had sent an email to my first cousin, and he just blew it off. He's kind of a dick.
Did you ever meet her? I'm just...
Yeah, she flew out from Bahrain when the way that she found me was my niece, who is they're like look-alike cousins, like Patty Duke, like they're identical cousins. She did a 23andMe. She licked the envelope, mailed it in, and they lost it. And so they sent her another, and she was just doing it for kicks because her friend was doing it. And so they sent her another one, and she licked it, and then it had a connection with Elizabeth, who was my daughter. And that's how, and then she flew out 2 years ago here to Clearwater for Christmas to meet my mom. My brother flew from Texas.
Wow.
My sister lives here.
Wow.
And everybody got to meet, and we had a blast. My grandkids are insanely awesome.
Grandkids. I'm just trying to, I pictured the rat babies. I didn't know there was humans involved.
They're
just
tiny. They were tiny. They were like little South Park characters,
Your
but they run up and down all over the place.
Right,
and they're talented. They play the piano and the violin and soccer.
The violin.
And now, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they're only like 5-6 years old now, but they're growing really fast. But they can do it all. I'll show pictures of it on my next show. Lucy knows what I'm talking about. She's seen it.
She has verified it because she said this. He's not lying, though he does sound like a liar. All that is accurate.
It sounds like a made-up story because
you brought Bahrain into the mix.
She is literally her father's daughter. With the video, we had so much in common, and we're so much the same, and it's funny. So I wanted to go out to England. I was gonna go to Idaho first for the trial and stuff, but now I still want to go out there because I'm supposed to hang out with Twiz, and we're gonna do the Randonautica out there at the 1122 house.
Fun.
It's gonna be fun, and then we're just gonna get a house in the lake, and ski and stuff like that for like a month, and then I'm gonna go out to London and hang out with them. I'm sure they're pretty well off now because they lived on a compound, they had no expenses, and he worked directly for the Saudi royal prince. So it's great.
Heather, yes. You may as well be saying they lived in the Taj Mahal. That's literally how much this is just what, holy mackerel.
I never let the truth get in the way of a good story, Chelsea. No, that everything I said is 100% true.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's the wildest story, especially if you ever do get a chance to watch the Finding Your Roots. You'll see it's a really good show, and it's on PBS, but you can watch it on the line. And that was what she was doing, was trying to find her roots, and that was me. I was the root.
You were the root. The root of all rat babies.
I put my roots in my rat babies.
Wonderful human babies, but also the rat babies.
Yes.
Everyone is, we love everyone. Everyone's all equal here, and that includes all the animals and all the people, including Jeff. You guys be nice. So before I forget, I'm going to put this in the chat one more time because I want it, like, literally, I'm just thinking, like, Kane's story is such like a crazy miracle that it reminded me of what we talked about earlier. And I'm giving you guys homework to watch this video. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm going to follow up and make sure everybody, well, I'm just kidding. Strongly encourage you guys. We'll die laughing.
Well, here's another irony too, is I always used to pick on my friends because when I moved back to Florida, everybody had a kid. There's, you have the young girls all have a kid. And so I'm like, man, I'm the one guy that got away with not ever having gotten a girl pregnant. And it turns out that I got the first girl pretty much I was ever with pregnant.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed out on her growing up, though. That would have been amazing.
But you didn't know. I guess the baby mama, she didn't know who the dad was, right? Is that why?
Yeah, well, the parents just they shipped her out to Colorado,
right?
Because and pulled her out of school and
that
all
whole thing. Yep.
I think she was a trouble kid too. Other than that, I only knew her for one day. I fall in love with every girl I've ever been with, though. So I missed her for, like, I pined. I used to drive by her neighborhood, like, I wonder if she's there.
Aww.
Like, not just pining for her. She was pretty. She was very pretty. Her mom was beautiful.
Wow. And now she's married to a prince. It sounds like Aladdin, right?
Well, no, he's not a prince. He's just from London. He's really tall, but he worked for the Saudi prince. It's
still getting close enough to Aladdin for me that my brain is still.
You're just making him a prince because that's what you wanted it to be.
I heard the word prince, and now it's just.
She's married to a prince, and they lived happily ever
Literally,
after.
that's what my brain heard.
I love it.
Okay, you guys, I have to. We're gonna. This has been awesome, though. Thank you, Kane, for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
On point, saying he's got it locked and loaded. He's gonna watch the video. You guys watch it when we get done because you guys will thank me. It is hilarious. But we will pick up next time with number 42. And this was super fun and also enraging initially early on, and then we devolved into lovely tangents and story time and laughing and music time. My internet cut out. This was a lot. We had a big day. And then Tsunami as well to top it all.
Oh, well, we hope not a tsunami. I hope she's okay.
And happy, yeah, I think she's okay. She said her alarms and warnings were called off, but I'm still worried about
Yeah, she said she had her bug out bag ready, though, so that's good. But, okay, I'm going to step down. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Kane. Thank you.
Chelsea.
Thank you. You were awesome. That was great. I mean, guys, totally outdid Twiz, right? I'm just kidding. It's not a contest. We love everybody. Everybody's awesome. Mary says, enjoyed every minute of tonight. Glad I'm not the only one with crazy stories. Yeah, right. I mean, Kane put us all to shame tonight. He had the crazy stories, but also the trivia, like the McDonald's bit. Like, we had a lot. We had the baby beavers in the outfit. Like, we covered a lot of ground, guys. You know what's so great, though? It's going to be so much fun going and doing all these timestamps because then I get to, like, relive the whole thing. And just, like, wow, like, the journey of it all was, like, a whole lot of amazingness. Heather saying that Twiz is a virgin. So you're welcome. And yes, Kane, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. I'm glad you popped on. Seemed like initially you were, like, 3 minutes or something, like, like, Haas long, like, and then here's what I said. Here was my response. I was like this.
Your Honor, I can't do this in 2 minutes.
And instead we had a great time. And I need to remember to hit up Meg P and try to find that tiny hot tub video. Anyway, note, I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Hot tub video. And hopefully we can have that for next time. But I love you guys. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for being amazing. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow night because Alessi is going to be on Defense Diaries. And so I will probably be watching that, and I'm sure many of you guys probably will too. But then we'll be back on Thursday. Again, Thursday is going to be a big day because there's a lot going on Thursday with the lady in Las Vegas. There's also the Shannon Gardner hearing and other things. So I cannot do this in 2 minutes. That's right. So, and also shout out to Mr. Lessie. Thank you, Happy. And thank you so much for keeping us updated on your safety and your where, not specific whereabouts, but generally that you're, what's going on over there. Love you guys so much. Y'all are the best. We'll pick up with number 42 next time. I'll make a note. And also, you guys got to see my, and look, am I not surprised that the square is still there? It will not give up on the square. Amazing. Adobe has a mind of its own. Love y'all. See you guys next time. And Squirrel out.